Everybody, and welcome back to another day of LOL UNF Scrims. Today, our main team is going to be going up against a team with a familiar roster named the Predators. It's got some people we know from UNF, like a former top laner and support, Slingshot, and Bradley, who's under a new name. She's dead. And they put some friends together and made a team and decided to have a little friendly match with their fellow friends on the UNF main team.
Additionally, on the Team UNF main team, we have T1 XKO King subbing in for Nam in the ADC role. And here are your commentators. I'm Finn.
And I'm Lilu. And yeah, we're just waiting for this draft to get started. It's same as usual. It's going to be 3 rounds of oh man.
Fearless.
It's Fearless, thank you. A Fearless draft. We're likely going to be seeing a lot of very familiar team comps like always. UNF puts a big emphasis on practicing these team comps and putting them out during the scrims to kind of get comfortable, see how they work out. So we'll probably be seeing a lot of what we usually see every week. Lots of the same picks and bans, etc.
We will be starting off with UNF on the red side and Predators on the blue side for this first draft here today. Presently, this report for the Predators is not present. I think he's using the restroom. I know he just woke up. So we are going to wait on him very shortly.
Yeah, I thought he was back because he had joined.
Draft to start.
Yeah. I thought he was back since he had joined, but I guess he's still using the bathroom.
One thing I'm curious about is if we're going to see some, just because UNF has a different ADC player, if we're going to be seeing some different team compositions. I know you said we're probably going to be seeing the same stuff, but I feel like we're going to be seeing a different variation on the same stuff just because T1 XKO King plays a lot of Kai'Sa, which is, I don't think that Nam tends to play a lot of Kai'Sa. So it might be an opportunity to try something a little unique just with this new pool that's been introduced. Otherwise, they play a lot of similar characters, though.
Yeah.
XKO King does not play Zeri, which has been a bit of a staple of Team UNF since Nam joined, just because his Zeri is so very excellent. UNF tries to run it as often as they can.
Of course, and as they should. If they have something so strong in their back pocket, not using it would be criminal. Sorry, I'm looking
also to our regular... Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to be off topic. You go.
No, I want to hear what you have to say.
I was going to say that it's my bad that because I'm looking for the life of me for the setting where I can change the title of our stream. Because I know that's something I can do while I'm live, and I really can't find it. I normally don't have this much trouble locating that setting, but it's whatever.
I think I use a different program than you do, so I'm not able to guide you. I apologize.
It's totally fine. What were you going to say?
What I was going to say is I'm sure it's noticeable to our regular viewers, maybe not, but I am a little bit sick. My voice is definitely a little bit lower right now, I think. Quite congested, so I will be stepping out after this first game here, and our lovely commentator Key will be stepping in. I don't know if he'll introduce himself as Key or as his regular name, but I'll let him do that.
Yeah, we will be conducting the normal post-game interviews. This time we'll actually be interviewing Michael, which we have not interviewed yet.
That's new.
Oh, and bans have begun. The Predators... Sorry, I missed it. We were too focused on talking. UNF banned Garen, Blitzcrank, and Talon, and Predators banned Soraka, of course. Galio, and there's the Kaisa you said that T1XKO is good at. Predators started by picking Israel, and UNF responded with Oriana Nocturne, which those of you who are tapped in often know this is a team comp UNF loves running. It's their Wombo combo with their ults, and it's honestly, if you ask me, it's one of their strongest team comps. They always do so well when they pick into this comp.
Now, going into draft here, Altera, the ADC for Predators, I know he's not extremely familiar with the ADC role. He's primarily a mid laner. So I think that UNF isn't going to prioritize banning him out or anything. I know he has quite a small champ pool, but I don't think it'll be something that UNF is concerned over. I'm expecting to see UNF's bot lane kind of role here. Obviously, with Caitlyn on support, she's very, very good at the enchanter supports that UNF often builds their comps around. And I haven't seen any gameplay from XKO yet, but I expect that if he was included on the roster just as a substitute today, then he is quite the excellent substitute. And Predators did leave Seraphine open, so we will quite possibly see Amber Dragon Seraphine come out today, which is not a treat we often get.
Yeah, and she's a menace when it comes to the more damage-based enchanters like Seraphine, because she can be so oppressive on top of already being so very on top of getting that vision down. So leaving that open, honestly, is going to probably be a bit of a struggle for their bot lane. And UNF bans the Xinjiao in the jungle. They're probably just worried about getting shut down from their combo, so that kind of makes sense. Banning out the Misfortune from Predators for UNF. Like you said, the ADC really has a limited... Ban. Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine with the limited roster, continuing to ban the ADC is the best thing they can do to kind of choke where UNF's strength lies in the bot lane.
I think that typically UNF really likes running the Misfortune alongside the Seraphine in this comp. I think that's what they look to choose, so it's really interesting how much homework Predators have done. I'm curious if that would have been their, I guess, prize pick with XKO King on the ADC role this time around. And he is also quite proficient at Jinx, so 3 bans thrown towards the ADC of UNF here. A lot of apprehension being given by Predators, a lot of respect being thrown his way.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 bans, that is crazy. And if you want to include the Soraka ban, that is almost every ban just going to the bot lane.
I think it makes me more excited to see him play, just seeing every one of his characters banned. And we do see Ash come out on the side of UNF. We will see the XKO King Ash. Not a character I'd say he's known for. I think I did a little look over of the characters that he plays the most, and Ash was not on there, but I'm sure that he can pilot it with some proficiency at least. We see Kayn Zareth coming out for the Predators, and UNF's top laner is last to pick. I'm curious what they'll go into Yorick. Yorick is a very tough character to deal with in lane, and we do see the Ornn hover for UNF. Probably just going to lock the Ornn in. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Gnar either, or even a Kennen, but I think UNF is just going to lock in the Ornn because that's what Nick is most comfortable on, and Yorick is really sort of tough to deal with if you're not comfortable and if you're not in a position you want to be in. And also, I'm pretty sure it's quite difficult for Kennen to deal with Yorick. So it's a very well thought out early top lane pick from Predators. Once again, showing their understanding of UNF's typical compositions, I suppose.
Yeah, and the Ornn pick also works really well in the fact that they're trying to get a Wombo combo out here. These are, all 5 of them are champs with incredibly strong team fight ults. And also just that in lane, Ornn kind of serves the same purpose as Yorick, being pretty tanky, being a split pusher, being a bit slow, but shows up to fights and is pretty oppressive. Which, as someone who's hard to counter, that's really the best thing you can do, is try to just match and bring the equal pressure to the team to kind of level that playing field. And with Nick so comfortable on Ornn, it's not bad at all. Also, I want to say I agree about being excited to see 2XK on Ashe because, yeah, I have not seen much gameplay, and this triple ban makes me think he might be a beast and someone to truly be feared. So I can't wait to see what they're going to be up to bot lane, if he's going to be oppressive, anything like that.
I think it's also kind of telling how safe the bot lane is here for the Predators. We have Ezreal, Morgana, both. Really Ezreal more than Morgana with his little warp, his dash, his extra flash, and his base kit.
Yeah.
Is a very, very safe ADC, and I think Morgana with her black shield just contributes even more to the amount of safety they're trying to feel in the bot lane. I think Morgana is just a sort of a comfortable character to pick. I feel like she can really consistently get value with her incredibly lengthy CC. And of course the Black Shield as well. Was there a spectator delay? That felt really fast.
There was no spectator delay. I believe that was something that was intended to get removed in one of the recent updates, and I think it might have been already.
That is just absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy to finally be able to watch the game live.
I just realized I called XO King to XKO, like the game. That was my bad. I meant XO King. Yeah, not having a spectator delay is going to be pretty nice because waiting the 3 minutes was always kind of lame. Or we wait 3 minutes in the loading screen. That works too.
I mean, I think it's a more interesting view, but it appears to not be the case. I think the team composition of Predators is very interesting. I think their goal is a little bit less clear than UNF's. Obviously, UNF, just with the Nocturne Orianna, is an incredibly straightforward. You don't have to know the team to know what they're going for with that kind of composition. But between the Yorick and the Ezreal, I almost wonder if Predators are looking to avoid team fighting or really avoid fighting in general. They have a lot of characters that are, I guess, better in small skirmishes than big team fights. So I'm curious how that's going to play out for them here in this game, especially when Team UNF is sort of excels so much at team fights between the Seraphine and the Ornn.
Yeah, hold on.
And even the Orianna.
Sorry to anyone watching. I'm aware that the visuals for the game are not capturing correctly right now. I'm trying to fix that up. Sorry about that.
Now, it does appear that both teams are 5-pointing. We will see Mike Beeston clearing from the top and his opponent in the jungle, haha, gray screen, also clearing from the top. Though it looks like the Kane really wants to go for an invade. And Jack Frost on the Orianna is able to fend him off. So the jungler for Predators is just a little bit behind the jungler for UNF. He just started his clear way later because of his ambitious play that didn't work out. Because of that, we do see a little bit of mid lane prio lost. Jack Frost ever so slightly behind. I think that Orianna is a strong enough character that she can recover from this, but just 1 minion down, we see Mentally Unhinged take an early level 2 trade, just pushing with his level advantage. And, well, it's going in favor of the Predators player. That being said, in the end, Jack Frost takes his level 2 trade, and it's quite even between the two of them.
So sorry to have
Disappointing
you
both
talking so
junglers.
much,
Oh,
Finn.
sorry.
But thank you so
No, you're
much
fine,
for
man.
yeah.
I actually don't mind it. Actually, I thought I'd mind it a lot more. But I just think I probably shouldn't be using my voice as much. I'm probably gonna need to drink a lot more. I might step away to do that at some point. But for now, I'm fine talking. We do see a freeze occurring in the bot lane. Predators have the wave more on their side of the map than on UNF's side of the map, which sets up for their jungler to get an easier time ganking. That being said, there is a ward on the side of UNF in Predator's Tribush, so I find it pretty unlikely this Kayn will be able to do anything in the bot lane here. Additionally, UNF just barely manages to crash the wave, so the wave is now bouncing back towards UNF's turret. Also, despite Haha Gray Screen's later clear start, uh, he has quite significantly gotten a time lead or a tempo lead on Mike Beeson. That could just be the nature of Kayn, but I think it also shows what an effective jungler this player is.
Right, I
Mike
fixed the stream.
Beeson, sorry,
No, it's okay. I'm
Mike
saying I fixed the
Beeson
stream. Yippee! So I'm here.
does manage to smite the bottom scuttle, snipe it away from Gray Screen. He also greedily goes for the top scuttle as well into a very well-timed gank onto the top laner of Predators. It looks like Nick is a little bit too far away to help him. Slingshot does break the unspeakable horror. And not much comes out of this in the end. No summoner spells used. However, Mike Beeston does have a very, very terrible tempo right now. He still hasn't backed 5 minutes into the game. And we can see that Gray Screen is now clearing Mike Beeston's jungle. Not really a great place for the Nocturne to be. Obviously, this character is very fond of farming. In the meantime, we do see XO King clear out the Ezreal in the bot lane. It takes not very much damage from it. I'd say that this is a scary sign for how the match is going to be going for Predators. Clearly, this player is quite adept on the Ashe, and we will see a bot lane tsunami wash over this game. Gray Screen has been caught out on the topside jungle of Mike Beeston. Probably just overstayed a little bit, got a little greedy. It's something that can happen on the Kayn. We do see the flash forced out by Mike Beeston onto Gray Screen, and Jack Frost collects the kill. Not really who I think you'd want to give that kill to. I think that accelerating the Orianna into the Xerath is it just can't feel very good as the Xerath. That being said, Jack Frost doesn't get a recall off quite as fast as Mentally Unhinged does, so it's looking like Predators are in a slightly better spot for this Drake fight coming up.
And in bot lane, the Predators do have a bit of a slow push going on here, but Caitlyn is making sure to kind of push them back and poke them back to secure that prio, knowing that they're going to be heading for Drake very soon, which is a good move, smart move. And they pushed out that lane a decent amount, maybe even going to be getting this kill here on this Morgana, forcing the flash out instead, now focusing on the Ezreal, getting him to blink away as well.
We do see Mike Beeston already tearing through the Drake. It doesn't really look like he's going to get contested. Gray Screen is aware of this and is already backing. In the top lane, Nick manages to pick up a kill on Slingshot, which is quite surprising. I think Yorick is at his strongest in this very moment. So already dying to this Ornn is it's a bad sign for him. Void Grubs are coming up in about 40 seconds. Both junglers are on the top side of the map, and the Ornn is waddling out of spawn just a little bit slower than the Yorick is. So we do see top prio on the side of Predators here. That being said, Amber Dragon has roamed over to the Grubs. Ultera is at half health in the bot lane, so XKO King is actually looking pretty good at dealing with the 2v1. Something else that Nom excels at quite a lot is being put into a 2v1 scenario unfavorably for him, coming out of that on top. While I'm talking, we do see the Paranoia come out from Mike Beeston, followed up by the Command Shockwave from Jack Frost. Additionally, we see I believe it's called an Encore? Yeah, the Encore come out from the Seraphine. And all of it together wipes the jungler, haha, gray screen, off of Runeterra for the time being.
Yeah, and Morgana tries coming in, putting in the spell shield, trying to hit a root, trying to save what can be saved, and honestly, it doesn't even do much with Yorick almost dying there too. But they knew when to pull out
Yeah.
and stop inting more kills and just kind of give those void grubs and accept what's happened.
Support for Predators did show up just a little bit too late to have strong impact in that fight. I think UNF just did a better job of setting up. That being said, it looks like Mike Beeston is going to get caught out after clearing the Void Grubs. You have 3 members of Predators who ran straight to the Grub Pit out of spawn, and they do manage to get a kill for their troubles. Additionally, we will see Gray Screen go into Mike Beeston's jungle, possibly clear Krug's Raptors, and then skedaddle. I could also see a gank come in on Nick in the top lane. Obviously, Ornn is a character that's kind of difficult to gank. I think, especially for a Kayn who I actually can't tell. Does he have form yet? Is this blue Kayn or is this regular Kayn? I can kind of not tell the difference between those two.
I'm pretty sure this is still regular Kane. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, I
he
think
doesn't
you're
have his
right.
form yet.
So I don't think he'll really be able to do a lot into that Ornn.
Yeah, I wanted to say in the bot lane,
Additionally,
Ashe kind of forced Ezreal to stay there, forced him to blink out, got his ult out to try to push wave, and he recalled late and kind of let bot get more plating than necessary. So T1 Exo King is doing a great job at kind of also being oppressive in that sort of way of like forcing out that plating and kind of just making even farming a bit difficult down there.
we do see the Ornn ult, Call of the Forge God, come out here in the top lane. He does manage to get Slingshot's flash out. The Ornn does die in this little trade that they had going on. I think that letting Yorick get that kill is worse for the Ornn. I think Yorick dying or Yorick getting a kill is worse for the Ornn than Ornn getting a kill is for the Yorick.
We see Mike Beeston ulting the bot lane and helping to get that double kill. Unfortunately, Ezreal does flash and gets out, but they secured the kill on the Morgana, getting her exhaust as well, getting her ult too, with that kill going also to Ashe, just making her even stronger. And they're going to be sieging this bot turret and getting that first turret for Boots as well.
Gray Screen is trying to patch it up, put a little band-aid on this. Jumping on Jack Frost in the mid lane, we do see the jungler for Predators flash and Umbral Trespass for this kill. At the end, he does walk away with it.
Yeah, and with the shutdown, which kind of does even that out a bit. Yeah, Kayn has returned back into the enemy jungle, again looking to steal more farm or maybe even catch Michael Beeston out. But, Mike Beeston out. But unfortunately, there's really nothing much to grab there besides those raptors. Mike Beeston is more concerned about the Drake.
Has spawned.
Yeah.
4 members of Team UNF are already on the Drake. I don't think that we're actually going to see any contention from the members of Predators. They are aware that it's going on, but there's simply nothing they can do about it. The two teams aren't too far apart right now in terms of strength. Incredible reaction time by She's Dead there with the black shield onto that Ashe arrow. while I'm talking, we do see Xerath getting poked down a little bit by Amber Dragon Exo King. I don't think anything's really going to come from it. Xerath is an incredibly safe character. He can clear wave from a screen away. It's going to be incredibly hard to siege this player under the tower. And Rift Herald is spawning in 2 minutes. We do see Mike Beeston clearing up right now. Additionally, Gray Screen is also clearing up right now. Or, I guess, recalling, and then we'll be clearing top to bottom in his jungle. Looks like Mike Beeston, despite Gray Screen's constant invades and harassment, Mike Beeston is still managing to keep up in CS quite efficiently, even surpassing Gray Screen a little bit. Really knows what he's doing on the Nocturne to be power farming this much and still with kills. I think he's not actually that much ahead in gold, but he's performing quite well. And I think we're about to see him get a little bit farther ahead. The Paranoia used on the Yorick in top lane, and we do see Slingshot go down at the hands, or I guess the claws, of Mike Beast up on the Nocturne.
And Amber Dragon out here harassing Kayn to stop him from showing up for a counter gank. And also to stop him from setting up for anything he might be setting up for with Herald. No vision. And he won't be able to gank mid either. T1, speaking of mid, T1 Exo King tried to ult, but Morgana blocked it with a spell shield, leaving that essentially to waste in mid lane. And Kayn made the mistake of trying to catch the wave a little too far up and top, and both tower dive for him. But Mike Beeston kind of ints there with the ult and gets taken out by the tower, giving his shutdown to the enemy Kayn and being down for when the Herald is going to be up soon. A bit of a greedy move, I think.
Absolutely. To sort of remedy that, we see the bot laners of Team UNF walking towards this Yorick, who's just a little bit far forward here. We will be seeing a 2v3 occur in the top lane. Amber Dragon manages to catch the Kayn out with the Encore, and Yorick manages to catch out the ADC of Team UNF. Obviously, top laners, especially at this stage in the game, are quite strong. Very capable of doing what he just did. You really have to be careful walking straight at them like that. And in the end, it's a negative trade for UNF. It's a 2-for-1 in their opponent's favor. We do see Ember Dragon try to shove down the first turret in top lane. Once again, just sort of a remedy, a little band-aid, doing what you can to make up for the gold difference that just occurred. And in the end, it's even.
Yeah, and it also helps make up for what I was just saying, that Michael was going to be down when it comes to the Herald. But with that Prio in top lane and with the fight that went on, they resecured that Prio and they're easily taking this Herald pretty uncontested. Kayn, again, just more concerned with invading, getting that farm, with bot lane, Ashe getting more kills, the top lane showing up late, and the whole team kind of snowballing into him, throwing everything out to secure those kills.
We do see Yorick get caught out. He does use Maiden of the Mist and his Flash, which are both quite long cooldowns. Won't be back by the time he respawns, for sure. Additionally, She's Dead roamed up, and, well, she might be dead here in just a few moments. Meanwhile, Exo King has was dueling the Xerath in the bot lane, did manage to win the duel, and with that win has shoved all the way to the tier 2 in bot lane and has taken it all by his lonesome. Just an absolute boatload of gold going onto the ADC for Team UNF. Presently, he's about 3,000 gold ahead of his laner. Really, like, all of the gold lead that UNF has is placed solely on this individual. Exo King is incredibly strong right now, and I think UNF really needs to play around to their ADC in order to, well, I was going to say they need to play around their ADC in order to win this, but I think that the way their characters mesh together, this comp is just so well designed that I don't think they even need to play around the ADC to win this. They can play around a lot of different things. Between the Paranoia, Shockwave, and the Encore, all of these ults are just so fantastic in a team fight scenario that I think UNF can really excel. And we do see Paranoia come out, not followed up by a Shockwave, so unfortunately Xerath does survive.
And Xerath does what he can to try to knock him down with his ult, but there's only so much they can do without too much damage with the follow-up. We're seeing a lot of sums force here too. Both ADCs popping barrier, afraid they're gonna die. We see Nick continuing the fight, going in with his ult and getting the Xerath. And this secures no contention on the Ocean Drake as well. Leading to, what is this, the 5th objective in a row, completely uncontested?
I don't know if I'd call it uncontested. There was like a little skirmish on Grubs, but UNF has just been taking jungle or epic monster after epic monster. Would you call the fight before an objective contestation? I think that I would refer to explicitly a fight after the objective's already been started as contestation. So I think you might be right in saying that 5 uncontested objectives is what we're looking at here. Once again, sort of a theme that UNF seems to be quite good at taking things without getting contested for them, really. Gotta find another word for that.
I mean, just kind of asserting themselves and getting that space early and using it very well.
And now at this point in the game, the next objective is quite, well, I was going to say it's quite far away, but Icon is going to be spawning in 20 seconds. It slips my mind from time to time when I'm looking over the objectives. And we do see a lot of the players on both teams sort of posturing towards the top side of the map. We do have vision on Otacon for both teams.
I mean, it's good that the Predators aren't backing down and they're still trying with the objectives and they're still going and posturing themselves and they're trying to get a good position with Kayn Morgana Xerath trying to show up behind and getting that pick on that Seraphine, trying to kind of push off any of UNF's team from there. And the way they separated off the team and got that pick, they might have a chance here with actually contesting this objective. But somehow, even when they did that, they relinquished the space and allowed UNF to get there first. But they are going to be fighting, not a proper team fight, but it seems to be a little 3v3 here. With Mike Beestum ulting in first and the enemy Kayn responding with an ult on the Orianna, not quite taking him out. And we're seeing a lot of damage from this Ashe here, just absolutely melting everyone and stopping them from properly following up. He blindly throws his ult to try to catch the Kayn and doesn't quite hit him, with Kayn going around to try to clean up the Orianna and the Nocturne. But they're kind of poking him and pushing him off in a way that leaves him a little scared to come in. Seraphine coming in just in time to stun him and finish him off before he can clean anyone up. This leaves Otacon behind with neither team having taken it, but UNF is on the way to take it now before Kayn comes back up to ensure there is no smite fight to lose here. And all while this is happening, bot lane does fall to Team Predators, so they are trying to make up for whatever loss they have here and getting that kill on the Ornn too. So they are doing what they can and split pushing and making up for that goal difference, but I think losing that fight and losing Otacon is a bit bigger than a T1 and bot. Seraphine just doing a wonderful job scaring off that Ezreal.
I think what really won at UNF that Otacon was the really great positioning from all of their players, separate of course from their juicy 4,000 gold lead. I think that all the players of Team UNF really positioned themselves nicely and additionally had great target prio in order to cut down the members of Predators and survive themselves. I think it showed especially when the Kayn was chasing down 3 separate low health UNF players and managed to die to the really to the Encore from Amber Dragon. While I was talking, Gray Screen did manage to catch out Mike Beestum, so I don't know, maybe put a pin in that positioning thing that I was saying. But
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
during the fight, they did an excellent job of being where they wanted to be, I think.
Yeah, they did a great job dancing around the terrain and really having him a bit lost on where he's supposed to be catching these people out. And they also did a good job of conserving their abilities and using them at the right place to kind of stop him from coming up or pushing him back and keeping him at bay. And stalling for the Seraphine was also fantastic bait. I bet didn't even cross his mind that Seraphine might be coming to finish him off.
The next Drake is spawning in 7 seconds. It is an Ocean Soul here. And this is the soul for Team UNF if they manage to take this Drake. I think it's, wow, an immediate Paranoia Shockwave by UNF catches 2 players out. On the other side of the map, we do see the Ornn go down. And Jack Frost is teleporting away from the fight. He's already done his dirty deeds. He shockwaved for 2. The fight is already over. The soul is in the hands of Team UNF. And Yorick doesn't even manage to cash in on a tier 2 for his troubles. So I think this is really like the nail in the coffin for Predators. I think at this point in the game, there's really no coming back. They've been playing their team fights out pretty nicely. I think for their comp that should realistically struggle quite a lot with them with those team fights. Predators is running a very pokey comp, and UNF is running a very divey comp, and generally dive beats poke. So we are just sort of seeing that in action. The dive is beating the poke like crazy. The Predators have been putting up a really good fight, except for that objective counter. UNF has won every single objective. And with the soul taken, there's really no coming back. Just because UNF does so dearly love to play around the Baron, I think we will see Baron take, and I'm not completely sure we'll see that push to end just because there's so many towers up on the side of Predators. Encore comes out, catches 2, Shockwave follows up on that Encore beautifully. Additionally, we see the Paranoia come out onto the ADC of Predators. Yorick is in the backline, manages to snipe UNF's ADC, Exo King. But it just doesn't matter. Jack Frost is fiending for the Penta right now. Decides to give it up in favor of Baron. He's a better man than me, for sure. I would have chased that Yorick to the ends of the earth. But UNF is stone cold business.
I mean, with this Baron, it's probably going to be game winning the way that they killed everyone. With the reset, they'll be able to full push mid. Yorick's trying to compensate for that by pushing mid, maybe delay the inevitable just a bit longer. But I really do think they're so far ahead, they could just push mid and win here if they really wanted to. Well, we see everyone returning to their lanes. Bot lane going bot to see if they can also catch this Yorick, and Orianna just kind of going back mid. It is taking everything and 3 people to catch out this Yorick and finally get him killed and stop that split pushing. And they do see the Morgana alone here in jungle, but she spell shields herself and manages to just kind of get away and walk back to safety with the Ezreal.
It looks like UNF is going to be going for a 2-lane split here with this Baron with mid lane and bot lane. Interestingly, Nick TPs to the top lane. I guess they're just a little bit worried about their opponents coming back into this game, and I think they should really be more worried about ending the game the way they're playing. It looks like they don't intend to finish with this Baron push here.
I think they might understand that full pushing would be a little bit hasty and might result in like an easily punishable mistake, and they're more just preventing Xerath from taking that T2 in case things do go poorly.
We do see another Paranoia Shockwave come in on the side of Team UNF. 2 members go down. as it seems to be the frequent theme, two members of Predators go down to the command shockwave. Mike Beeston cut down by the ADC of Predators, and it looks like Amber Dragon is short to follow. Jack Frost just barely escapes with his life. Kane is on the hunt, but I don't know who's faster, Kane or Oriana. I think the Kane has given up a little bit.
It should be Oriana.
We will see the Oriana slip away. And that is exactly why I think the top laner for Team UNF needed to be present with their push. I think if Nick was there, that whole fiasco would not have happened. There would not be any pushback from the members of Predators in the face of a 5,000 health super tank Ornn.
Yeah, especially having his ult there for the team fight, I think that would have gone much differently, and I agree, potentially even winning the game there.
Now we'll see if UNF learns from this in the future. I know they really like to play defensively more than offensively, and I think it works out for them a lot of the time, but it does mean that they tend to struggle ending the game. And I think that's just an example of them struggling to end the game a little bit. So we're probably going to have to wait for another Baron to come up for the Crystal Nexus of Predators to be taken down.
So yeah, sometimes struggling to end the game can be really tough, especially if it gives a team an opportunity to come back by profiting off a mistake or even by scaling harder. I do think it's something that should be worked on more for Team UNF to be more successful.
So we do see Graceford get caught out here just a little bit too out in the open. We see Paranoia Shockwave come in, finish him up right quick. Kane didn't even have the chance to slip away with his ult due to the Shroud of Darkness that Nocturne boasts. I think we're about to see a similar scenario to the previous fight where Predators has their top laner present in base, and because of that, UNF just isn't able to end. They are tickling away at the base of Predators. However, they do catch an inhibitor out, and we will see Elder Dragon taken shortly. Oh, well, you would expect to see an Elder Dragon taken, but instead we are seeing UNF bush camp, and they do catch out the mid laner of Predators for their troubles. Just making this fight even more difficult for their opponents. Mike Beeston goes for the Paranoia Shockwave, punches it up, misses. The Kane is in a wall. He can't follow it into a wall. He only just learned that about his character, I think. But it doesn't really matter. UNF walks through the opponent's team. Nick questionably flashes after she's dead, does a little bit of a mistake. Altera is the last member of his team alive, and it looks like he will be getting caught out very shortly. He's really living, and it's over.
Yeah, and honestly, ignoring the Elder now is the right move. They can very clearly end the game.
Thankfully, it did not go to another Baron, and we didn't even have to see them fight Elders, so that is the end of the first game here between UNF and Predators. Pretty confidently won by Team UNF in the end, about a 9,000 gold lead. But UNF was really ahead the entire game. There was a lot of close fights. I'm honestly impressed at how well Predators stood their ground despite being behind. But now is where I will be taking my leave. Sorry, actually, you can say your thing, and then I'll step out.
No, I was going to say that I think you can pretty confidently say this was a sweep, but what does concern me is things like the farm differences. Almost every lane out-farms Team UNF except for mid lane, despite how behind and how oppressed they were. And I think something like that could be something that could stop a game from being such a sweep if they weren't stomping so hard. Like, it's pretty consistent that Nick loses in top lane and just kind of has to play back and just play for the team. It's pretty consistent that Michael falls behind on farm as he starts hunting for kills. So I think it's interesting that even though they sweep, you can still see in the stats these kind of like, I don't know if I want to call it like macro mistakes that they make, but just clear room for improvement despite how hard they sweeped is what I'm trying to point out.
Well,
if that makes
sorry
sense.
to reiterate, thank you so much for having me. I've been Finn. It's been a pleasure commentating this first game, and please give Key a warm welcome when I leave. Goodbye. Good night.
Of course, and get well soon.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, after that first game, I mean, we're not going to be seeing any of those champs again, so we're not going to be seeing this Wombo combo, which again I believe is UNF's strongest team. So we might be seeing them struggle a bit more with these next team comps they're going to come up with. But I could say the same about Team Predators. I know that Yorick is one of the strongest picks for Slingshot in the top lane. I know that Xerath, Morgana, they're very strong picks that we aren't going to be seeing anymore. Such and such. I'm going to see what's going on with yeah, so we're just waiting for our other lovely commentator Key to show up here. So we can get started on this second draft. All right. Looks like Key might be taking a bit to get here, so for now it'll just be me. Hey guys. Okay, so we are beginning draft, and now UNF is going to be on the blue side. Again, we're going to be seeing that Garen ban that is towards Slingshot. I don't mean this in any rude way, but Slingshot is a bit of a Garen 1 trick, so it makes sense to kind of be banning that out immediately and not even dealing with it. It is quite oppressive. And same with that Soraka ban we're going to be seeing here. Soraka is Caitlyn's main ban in the bot lane. Oh, they were hovering that Blitzcrank ban that they had in that first game, but they're thinking about Mel here. Only lock in that Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is also banned to the bot laner. She's dead. He's gotten pretty good at being annoying with Blitzcrank, but who isn't annoying playing Blitzcrank? He's pretty oppressive to almost any team comp, just kind of picking out the squishies in the back line and kind of making the game a little bit of a living hell. Also, again, we see that Kai'Sa ban. We know that Exo King is mainly a Kai'Sa player, pretty good at it. Honestly, if I'm seeing 3 ADC bans again, I would not be surprised. I'm actually a bit surprised that he was able to do so good after being triple banned. He's still got more champs in his back pocket that he's able to play so well. And we see the Talon and Galio bans also repeated. So both teams are pretty solid on like the main 3 champs that they're not really comfortable seeing here. And they're mostly OTP picks, which makes a relative amount of sense. OTP picks are great to make team comps around. They can be horribly dominant if you let them pass through and It's a shame that it feels a bit of a waste to always ban the same stuff, but it is how it is. We do see UNF locking in the Ari here for Jack Frost in the mid lane. Tyler is pretty good at playing Ari. Super strong champion, lots of mobility, very slippery. Predators looks like they're responding with something similar. Zoe in the mid lane, also strong, slippery, provides a lot of the same utility as Ari, only difference, sleep instead of charm, to kind of match what UNF's going for here. Seeing how mid lane went in the previous game, with the matchup being a little more favored towards the Xerath, with Ari still winning, I want to say I think Ari is still going to be winning into the Zoe here. And we see Corki in the bot lane. Very interesting pick, given the roster. And UNF looks like they want to respond with a Jinx pick, which Predators did ban the Jinx last game. So this is something they are afraid of and they know will be a bit monstrous in the bot lane. So it's a good thing UNF's getting it in here, and I'd bet they're probably banking on it to some extent. And pairing that with Emilio, who's very strong with that cleanse, seeing that sleep is already there with Zoe, that's exactly what that Jinx needs to be unstoppable. And again, Emilio's an enchanter with incredible poke, really good roam, just things that Caitlyn consistently excels at. Yeah, so she's going to continue being oppressive in the bot lane. And as we saw with the Ashe, Exo King clearly has no trouble with 2v1s, especially with someone like Jinx. Definitely won't be having trouble there. Predators tries to respond with Aurel, someone with stuns who can maybe pick out that Melio, let that snowball into a Jinx. Pairs well with the Corki as well, lets him get up close and get all his abilities in. We'll have to see how that unfolds, but this feels a lot like the previous draft as well, where Predators is looking to play a little bit more safe, a little more back, with Corki being long-ranged and Rel being a bit more defensive, depending how she's used. And I don't think that that's going to end up well if they just kind of let Jinx snowball. I feel like if you just play back and let her farm, you just lose to her. She scales really hard. Here we see both teams banning out jungles here. Predators banning Michael's staple Viego. And again, we're seeing a Xinjiao ban. So, again, more things that are just consistent, very present worries for both of these teams. Yeah, Michael's Viego can be pretty terrifying, especially with this all-in type team we're seeing here with the Ari, with the Jinx, with Emilio. Viego fits right in, just kind of diving in and getting those kills. So banning that out, I think, is a smart move. And it looks like they're going to be following that up with banning Michael out again with the Pantheon. And I want to say for the same reasons. Pantheon's also kind of an all-in champ and can kind of dominate the space. Welcome, Key. We're so glad to have you here. And thank you for being able to fill in for Finn.
I'm so sorry. I didn't see any pings. I don't know why.
No, you're totally fine, man. We're glad to just have you here at all. Right now, we're in the middle... No, listen, man, you're totally fine. Right now, we're in the middle of drafting the second game. Would you like me to screen share for you, by the way?
What happened?
Would you like me to screen share for you?
Please, thank you. I'm very sorry.
No,
I couldn't.
You're totally fine, man. Yeah, so we are in the middle of banning. Well, we just finished bans. We're in the middle of the second round of picks for the second draft. Okay. UNF seems to be going for an all-in type of comp. They got Ari, Jinx, Melio, and Predators are playing a bit more of like a... Looks like they're playing with like a lot of super engagey but also disengaged stuff with Zoe, Corki, Rel, Hecarim.
But I gotta catch him lacking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think their plan here is to catch someone like Emilio off, kind of separate them, and it stops Emilio from being able to peel and support the Jinx properly. They can stop the Jinx
Oh
from
yeah.
snowballing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. But ooh, I think Mordekaiser is an amazing pick. They'll be able to like sort of like score off any mages that might try to go in like Zoe.
Yeah, really easy to ult them out, and they just lose all utility.
And Sejuani too. Yeah, this is good. They're pretty great.
Yeah, I think Sojourner
You
really
have it.
finalizes this all-in comp. I feel like they're just gonna be picking a target, and that target will be eliminated, and we'll just open the gates to kind of picking off the rest of the team one by one.
Bully Gaming and Insta Pick Jack is insane.
Honestly, I don't think Jax is the worst response to all of this. I think he's someone who can catch the Ari, catch the Jinx, also pick off the Emilio.
But definitely, you see, definitely has no counters slash ways to get through whatever the other team advantage is. So this isn't anyone's favor, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I wasn't there for the last one. Who got the last? Who got the game one? I don't even remember.
UNF sweeped. They cleaned the game up in, I want to say, like 28 minutes, I think.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, they got every single objective. They ended the game with like a 7,000 gold lead, maybe even more. They just kind of took first Baron, pushed base, and won off that.
Oh, that's really good. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Very good. Happy.
They did knock out their staple comp there with the Nocturne Oriana.
Jesus Christ, good.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's so nice. I gotta go apologize to Finn because
No, he doesn't mind at all, and it's totally fine. You missed out like not even on a couple of minutes, so it's really not a big deal, man. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I'm kind of hoping the league works because last time I was commentating, my league just crashed and I had to sit there and just wonder.
Yeah. Do you need an invite to here, by the way?
Yes, please. It'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah. What's your name again?
It should be the same as my current name right now. Actually, it should be Keybit, but I need to put my. Oh no! Wait, no, I changed it. Right. Yeah, it's a Keybit, like KEYBIT, and numbers are 1462. I changed it to something else. Yeah, I really need to change it actually.
Yeah, I don't think I have you friended. I'm so sorry about that. Let's add you.
That was good. I've not been there. I've been put on. I got to go do some personal training, and so far I've come back a little bit more stronger. I still need to know my plays, but still, I've come back a little bit more stronger.
That's good. That's good.
I'm here to see if my experience can be put to use today. I'm ready. Okay, there we go. Jesus.
I mean, if you'd like, I can let you kind of take the lead with catching fights that are going on and letting you jump on that if you'd like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Really? You can practice what you're learning. You can just kind of go at it. I feel like if we're both going for catching the fights, we might talk over each other or something. So I feel like letting you take that.
I mean, last time I did with Alana, I did just commentating what fights happening in the jungle while she did the Lance.
Yeah.
I
don't have it that like structured when I am commentating with like Finn or something. We just kind of are all talking and we go for it. But if you want to take fights this time, you can go for it, and I can commentate maybe like the laning stuff and maybe the more boring in betweens, like what we're seeing in the jungle.
You sure? I mean, are you sure? You could take like the fights. I've got no issue.
No, yeah, man, go for it. The fights just burst out and then they happen very very quickly and then they're kind of over. It's a lot to say, but yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can go for it.
I could try. You know what? Yeah, practice.
Yeah, I mean, you're learning your stuff so you can do this. So let's see it. You know.
All right.
But don't feel stressed about it. Take it easy.
I'm definitely take it easy. I'm definitely gonna take it easy. I can commentate some fights. Now this is kind of my territory. Anything can happen in League of Legends. Anything can happen.
True.
And we have raging from your click, raging from your misclicks, a couple of ults being popped up, or just simply someone living up a 1% chance of something. But anything can happen in the League of Legends.
Oh yeah. I think that's why it's one of the biggest games to commentate, because it's just it's such a volatile game. Things happen very quickly, and things kind of snowball and unfold. Like a game can 180 if a fight goes the right way or the wrong way.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Yeah, like it's also one of those things. Like, is it really anyone? Like, you could be like 10 gold down, but someone make an amazing comeback using your good placement of your abilities or catching someone off guard.
Oh yeah.
Wish you to know. Wasn't it a spectator delay? Hey.
There used to be a 3-minute spectator delay, but they had said a while ago that they were gonna remove it in a future update, and seeing the lack of a spectator delay, I think it is no longer.
Wow. Okay. Maybe that was the reason why is they had to put in this spectator, get rid of the spectator delay in the next update.
Yeah, the spectator delay is like, I think the spectator delay was the cause for a lot of the lag and issues, because I know it was a bit weird how they roll it out.
It's kind of like it holds back the footage of the game, like it takes you out of like real time, and I understand that, but like, oh my god, my internet is an issue. That's all I can really say. My internet is just an issue.
Yeah.
Anyways, locking.
Yeah, we see both teams just kind of holding a bit of a standard 5-point here. Jax wants to go in on the Mordekaiser.
He's going fishing. Wait, he's going fishing.
Yeah, he's fishing. Maybe he'll get some gold.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Oh, there you go. He got 10 gold.
Wait, really? That's actually so cool, actually. That's so cool.
You think he can fish up a little more?
Oh, yes, he can. Easy way to get.
Just one.
Oh, that's so awesome. Wait, I didn't know Jax could do that, actually.
Yeah, Ari, while we were looking at the Jax, just play some deep vision on the Raptors. Really nothing much going on.
Nice. A lot of Bush gaming I'm witnessing right now.
Another Jax 1 gold for Jax.
Jax is fishing. Let him cook. Alright, we should probably see what's happening in the lanes, actually. Let Jax continue his fishing. Beat Legendary Jax just stayed in the bush all day.
Well, he's getting a little late to lane here. He's a little busy fishing. Oh, and he didn't even let it finish. He already missed a minion.
And that 1 goal is super important.
Yeah, the 1 gold is definitely worth the 21 miss. I'm sorry. I started coughing real bad.
Hey, girl.
Excuse me.
Seeing a lot of back and forth here. We got yeah.
Yeah, lots of poking happening in all the lanes right now.
Yeah, a lot going on.
In bot and top, not really much going on mid.
Yeah, a lot of characters are taking some good amount of decent chunk of damage, but I get to see something really pop off yet. There's a little bit of some battle between Jax and Mordekaiser.
Oh, we see Sejuani here looking to invade the bot, but at the same time, Gray Screen ganks the mid lane. So Mike Beestum accidentally finds himself in the right place for a counter gank, but loses out that first blood to the Hecarim, with Ari not being able to peel for him. There's only so much she can do level 3. And the bot lane took the chance to come up and also finish off that Jinx. But Jack Frost caught out that Zoe here. You made her use her flash, and Ember Dragon uses her heal to get Jack Frost back to safety.
We were just talking about how there's just been a couple of poking. We see straight action going on right now.
Oh my god, I totally forgot I was going to leave the fights up to you. I just kind of reacted to what was going on. Oh, go for it, man.
You good. You good. Apparently Ari and Millie are applying pressure on Rel right now, but I think she's going to recall back, yeah. And to be honest with you, my camera was centered on Mordekaiser and Jax, who were just brawling with each other.
Yeah. Now, with the directed camera, it's definitely hard to catch some of the action that's going on here. Something else that happened right at the end there was Sedge knew exactly where Rel was backing and kind of walked up to her and had her pop her flash. So she will be going back to lane. Also sum down to kind of help even out that Amber Dragon used her heal.
Neat.
Missy Jax TPing back to top. Mordekaiser did too. So they're even on TPs.
Oh, my guy's so close to me more. Oh, Jax goes in on Mordekaiser. Oh. Just, I just like watching this. He's great.
You see Hecarim coming in for a gank.
Yeah, it seems like he is successful. Mordekaiser's trying to. Oh, but he's stunned and Nick is out of there.
Yeah, I feel like there's not much that Mordekaiser could do about that. Hecarim diving in, can't do much about that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, they're going for Drake? Or they're waiting for Jinx Emilio seems to be going for Drake right now. Sejuani is coming in to help them out. Apparently UNF is on Drake right now. Let's see if Predator's gonna do anything about it.
Ari is kind of posturing to help out with the Drake to kind of stop Zoe from coming down, and the bot lane seems completely disinterested in even trying to help with the Drake. I mean, with Hecarim missing, there's not much they can do, and it's just first Drake, so...
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
But, so you're not first to get the this as a little grass Drake. Gracie boy. Oh.
Yeah, bit of poking happening in bot lane.
Oh yeah. There's a little exchange between Zoe and Ari. Zoe lets Seth land her sleep, doing massive damage to Ari. Currently showing at half HP. Like what's chilling in the enemy jungles. I think he's trying to take them. But Sejuani seems to be approaching them. Oh, Sejuani's going on Hecarim, but Zoe is there, so he needs to be careful and might get swept. But it seems like they're just here to take their jungle, and that's it. Mike's currently getting attacked by both Zoe and I think the rest of the camera and Hecarim, but Sejuani makes an escape. Jack Frost goes to help, but it seems like he doesn't need to be there. Sejuani successfully just escapes. Okay, let's do this real quick. I'm trying to worry about anything.
Yeah, and in the bot lane, Corki does get that one plating before Jinx shows up to kind of push him off.
Oh, there's a Rel and Zoe are engaging Ari, but Ari successfully escapes with her ult. Oh, okay. I was going for Void Grubs right now. We're doing a lot of pinging. The Unif's doing a lot of pinging over there.
Yeah, Zoe almost finished off the Ari in mid lane with that Electrocute proc, but Ari gets out with just a sliver of health. And the Jinx pops her ult on the Corki bot lane, but he uses both Flash and Barrier and also manages to get out alive. So we see a lot of like really close trades, but not quite any secured kills.
Yeah. Oh, Zoe just finished up Sejuani. On in the jungle. I think Zoe just happened to had to find her. Yeah. They're not paying for awards to be placed everywhere. There's always just roaming. Oh. So Amelia coming to help Ari real quick. So far. And Zoe makes a escape out of there. I think Ari missed her charm, or the shit wasn't on cooldown.
I think she missed her charm. I think it hit a minion.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's already pretty hard to catch a Zoe, and if you don't play perfectly with your CC you're trying to catch her with, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, understandable.
But trying is always worth it. Imagine getting her.
I definitely. I think Rel is calling out the clear wards right now. Aggro in mid lane. Covering Zoe's Zoe that she's not there right now. See, something's happening in the jungle right now. I think they're both aware of each other. I think they're both aware of each other. Oh, we see the fight between Zoe and Ari, but Ari seems to get hit by Zoe's Q, but she might be out of there. Oh no, she escaped successfully extraordinary.
Yeah, Ari's doing a great job of getting out, but unfortunately it does keep her away from these fights. Like, right here, Team Predators was in a much better position vision-wise for this Drake, and as you see the full fight breaking out, Ari's just not there to help.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a shame because I think Jinx is out of there.
Yeah, she tries to TP in, but it's just too late.
But she does have her get to finish Corgi off because I think he was just trying to be there too. Eye for an eye, just with the loss of Mordecai, but I think this accessory will secure this dredge unless Sejuani and Emilio want to do something about it. Ooh, it doesn't seem like it though. And as the Cloud Drake secured by Predator. So far, we have 7 with Predator right now with 1 on UMF. With Predator having a 2k gold lead.
Yeah, and we see Ari doing huge damage to Zeri in mid lane.
Oh yeah, she wants that shut down. Then Zoe has been around for a while.
Oh yeah, especially with that Dark Seal she's stacking up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not fun to keep her around with those 4 stacks. And bot lane just actually trying to catch this Corki out. He gets barrier, and Rel comes in just in time to peel for him.
Good job. I wouldn't know in bot lane this so. I know Mordekaiser was down there too.
Yeah, not much going on besides just kind of farming, poking. We do see Hecarim going in for another gank on Ari mid lane, but Ari is too quick. not worth ganking, so he backs off
Yeah.
quickly. And in bot lane, we see the Predators getting a lot of vision prio on that bot lane. Corki's sticking around by himself to try to get plating, but Jinx and Melio show up together to push him off. And Sedge here too.
Oh,
And Sedge misses our...
Oh, that's upsetting.
And Sedge wants to collapse on the rail, backing in the bush here.
Called.
And Zoe sticks around to help her get out, so they don't get much from that either.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of trying to fight with each other and disengaging at the right time going on right now.
We're seeing a lot of prio bot, which I think is interesting given that the Herald is coming up in 5 seconds in top lane. I'm not so sure what all the deal is with bot lane. Probably just that Krug.
Yeah, definitely.
But they definitely need to be looking to go top to get that Herald. Well, it looks like they're more interested in sieging this turret and potentially getting themselves feats.
Good luck.
Well, no, this makes the feats even, and now it's determined on objective. UNF needs to win 2 more objectives, and Predators needs to win 1 more objective. And it looks like Predators is going to be getting that 1 objective right now on Herald, because while Mike Beestum is sieging bot, they are just taking Herald for free.
Oh.
And that got them boots. Man, popping the Melio R to make sure that Mike Beestum doesn't die for that turret. Well, an interesting decision, but honestly, they're even on gold now. They're no longer behind, so can I really say it was a bad idea?
No, not at all. They went hard into the bot lane.
Yeah, and I mean, second turret on the side lanes is a lot of money.
Definitely. And we'll see how this plays out. However, it keeps them in the game, though. Like you said, it keeps them in the game with the gold lead. Well, keeps them in the game with the gold for now, because they would have been far behind.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, out of every objective, Herald is kind of the least impactful, depending how it's used.
Yeah, true. They honestly got pretty good options for how they can use Herald. They can try to go back and try to take their bot lane with it. But we'll see how it does.
Yeah, I honestly think heralding bot a while ago would have been a good idea to kind of help with that Drake prio, but they were just never in the position for it.
Definitely, but now I think the team is trying to fight for the Drake right now. We see a lot of wards around the area.
Oh yeah.
They got 2. Oh. Alright. Oh, it's really difficult. They are legit inches away from each other. I think Hefkin goes in an R but gets charmed. I think he's trying to get charmed on purpose. Johnny then gets sleep by Zoe. Hefkin pops ult. Oh, the Rel gets a successful stun, making them back away. Seems like already tries to go for that try, but gets stunned. But Jinx gets caught out, stunned by Hecarim. What is? Oh my goodness! There's a Jesus. When they pop Rift Herald to just go ahead and try to take the mid turn, and Mordecai that shuts down Jax. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, we saw a lot of R's coming out. Pretty much every some summoner spell under the sun was used there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, eventually I would say Predators won that since they're the ones that came out with more people on top, and they came out with the prio to actually take this Drake.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Zoe's watching out right now, keeping an eye on the team. Ooh. Oh, what happened there?
Oh, and Jinx trying to ult to steal the Drake and hitting it just a little bit early. How tragic.
That's upsetting right there.
Yeah, truly. I mean, it was a nice try.
If the ward was still there, I think she would have had a great chance trying to see if the R would farm the Drake.
And we see Jinx trying to chase down the Zoe here, but Hecarim comes in to protect the Zoe. and scare that Jinx off.
Yeah. Oh, Jax claims to turn on the top lane. See Jinx right now firing her abilities on both Corki and Rel right now, and they back up into their turret.
And Hecarim rushing in to collapse on them to kind of start a bit of a team fight here.
But I think Millia popped his W, getting the kill a heck of a
Oh yeah, that Melio cleanse was huge to prevent that fear.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we were seeing in that team comp when I said they would be an all-in, just killing one leads to the others. The ult, the Sejuani ult coming in and snowballing to all these other kills. It is unfortunate that Jinx falls, but they are getting a crazy push here mid. I'm not so sure they're going to be catching the Zoe out.
Yeah, definitely is. And she is out of there. Well, no, hold on. Sejuani's...
I mean, regardless, they're going to be running Otacon, so they need to be heading this way anyways.
That's a good call. But are they going to continue their stuff for Zoe? No, they go to Otacon with Emilio sort of watching out.
But that was a beautiful Melio R.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was
that
like,
won the fight.
Yeah, the R saved them from Hecarim's little ult.
They realized that the team would be kind of showing up to Otacon and that they were still incredibly low and that doing Otacon might not be a good idea, and they kind of left Otacon behind.
Oh, but they're teleporting back to bot lane to try to be there while next to Otacon. Whole team is alive, so I'm very curious how this will go.
Yeah, I mean, the way that UNF is behind on objectives, I think putting a lot of emphasis on Otacon is a pretty good idea to try to minimize how far behind they're going to be.
Yeah, but thanks to that little team fight, they have somehow found a way to get at least somewhat close to their gold. But I think we're doing good here.
Yeah, only a 400 gold difference is hardly anything. Yeah. One item component.
Oh, I think they're gonna secure this. Yeah, there goes mid lane's turn.
Yeah, instead of dawdling around, actually securing the turret's a great idea. A lot of the times, people get too hung up on the objectives and forget that they can kind of counter with pushing, taking towers. So it's good that they do that.
Yeah, you don't want to be hung up on the objectives. You don't want to let a free roaming Jackson top lane take all your turns without you realizing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it seems like UNF is right now next to Otacon. I think they're gonna go for it. No, they're just clearing the wards right now, preventing them from breathing your vision. But we definitely see a lot going on bot lane right now with Jackson Mordekaiser just sort of chilling up top. Oh, we got some action going on? Maybe? Hold on. Oh, no, they're playing real safe. They're trying to find the right opportunity to get in there.
Yeah, they're kind of posturing for a pick here, seeing if they can land a stun on someone, let that lead to a fight.
Or they're going to replicate what they did last time, which is Helgrim goes in, Malia pops his ult, which I don't think he has. He does have, actually. But Jax killed Mordekaiser?
Yeah, solo bolo in the top lane.
Oh.
Yeah, the top laners are doing the typical having a little roll of their own in the top lane.
Yeah, their own battle's going on, but we see a little bit of a scuffle between Ahri and Zoe. Alright. I think Zoe and them are going to disengage. But dang, Jax is just up there in the top lane getting the turns on Mordekaiser.
Yeah, Jax is making so much pressure all across the map.
We see how can go in. Oh, wait, that's Rel actually. Flashes, pops her ult, pulling them in, killing Ahri, but Hecarim goes in after Rel to go and try to see if he can clear. And so far, I guess Ahri, Emilio is gone. Jinx gets slucked by Zoe, and she's out of there by Corki. Ooh. I think they get Otacon here right now. Both they've lost 3 of their champions right now, and they're going for Otacon.
Yeah, this is almost a complete inverse of what we saw of the other game, where this time it's the Predators that seem to be sweeping all the team fights and just letting that take every objective in the whole game besides that first Drake. And because of how long it took to get that Otacon, they're going straight into another Mountain Drake.
That's crazy. And we saw Johnny Oyer Mike try to see if he can get in there or not, but he got caught out by, I think it was Helgrim, and that's what led to his death.
Yeah, and with how soon Baron's going to be up, I can see this shortly leading to Baron.
Jinx, Jinx tried to do another R and take Drake.
Yeah, and again, just a bit early. Timing that's real difficult, especially that they assumed the whole team would be fighting that, but Hecarim started fighting it alone, so it had just too much health.
It gives the Corki and Rel a chance to go buy their equipment back, and we see Jax and Mordekaiser are engaged with each other again, but there seems to be an inverse effect. Jax is fine. No, and Mordekaiser is fine. No, they're back to fighting. Oh, I knew it. What's happening up here? I see Jinx gets caught out by Helgrim, who does a little bit of spacing while Zoe applies her damage. And Jinx is out of there. I am so distracted. These top laners are always fighting each other, always just by themselves. And Jax just goes in. What is he doing? Okay,
yeah, these top laners are just having a world of their own.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's go back over here. We see Helgrim on Sejuani. Sejuani dashes out of there. I think they're about to re-engage each other. Rel does not land her W. Oh, but Jinx comes in to support Mordekaiser. Jax is currently, I think he's in there.
Honestly, really beautiful shutdown on the Jax, but I'm a little concerned that it went to Mordekaiser because I feel like that gold would be better placed in Ari's hands, but I understand that there wasn't much of a choice who that went to there. They both just kind of wanted to get that kill.
I had to go on mute real quick. My family busted down my door for no reason.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of vision set up, a lot of posturing for the Baron here. I think they understand that the Baron is going to be a big tool here for kind of making up that amount that they're behind. Yeah.
I a gold difference. Oh no.
Yeah, UNF is 6,000 gold behind.
I still think they have a pretty good chance. I think with the lineup themselves like, they may have a gold difference, but they still I believe have the kill power to still just take them down. So Predator definitely has to be smart with how they engage with the UNF. Welcome boards.
You're seeing a lot more split pushing happening in the top. We're seeing Zoe and Arya just kind of laning a bot. We're seeing both bot laners kind of chilling mid. And we see most of Team UNF on the top side. They're definitely posturing for Baron a lot better than the Predators are.
Well, Pakurgi is caught up by Sejuani, but I think he makes a getaway at time, and Rel is there to help. So he's trying to go in for Pakurgi, but backs up. Oh yeah.
I honestly think that was a bit of a late R from Sejuani. I feel like they could have caught the Corki if they had done it sooner, since Rel wouldn't have been there to peel.
True, I feel like she could have saved the R for a much better situation. As you see Rel going in, R-ing Mordekaiser, she gets dashed in by Helgrim. Oh my goodness. That was a... Well, Corki dies. Wait, no. Oh no. Oh, is that a team?
It's a team up. Yeah, we saw the same thing unfold there. That when Hecarim R'd in, Melio responded with an R to cleanse the fear. But I think not having Sejuani R there and not popping the Mordekaiser R were big differences there with that fight and why they failed, and also how far behind they are in comparison to the last time that fight went down that way. And I think the Predators just kind of split up Team UNF a little too well there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They learned from that first fight, and they did not want to repeat that mistake.
I like their adaptability. Like they saw that the first side that Emilio successfully gets his little cleanse, they're gonna be at a disadvantage there. But
Yeah.
so it seems like Hector sort of just holds his own to either Millie uses his cleanse or catches them off guard. They clearly take Millie out of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
But splitting up the team like that makes it so that Emilio's cleanse just doesn't hit everyone, and not having Sejuani R makes it hard to actually stun the people you need that follow up on the Hecarim. And there's just a lot of the Predators did a good job baiting out the things that needed to be baited out there, and I think they understood that from the first time that fight unfolded. Um,
Definitely.
they knew what they had to do, and
No.
they did it successfully there.
Hey, it's 1-1 right now, and it's currently an even score between them. Oh, and we're about to head into game 3. This can really be anyone's guess who's going to take this one. Oh, yeah, are you allowed to play the same champions from the last two matches or no?
Sorry, could you ask that again?
Are you allowed to play the same champions? Like, let's say I was like Helgrim like game 1, but I want to play Helgrim like game 3. Are you allowed to do that?
Not with the style of scrims that we're doing, which is fearless. What fearless means is that any champ that gets played cannot be picked ever again. So we are going to be
Oh,
seeing a unique roster of 30 characters played throughout the day, or night,
oh,
I should
okay.
say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what's for
so
the other team too. Like, if
yeah,
they pick Helgrim, they can't play Helgrim anymore.
that's what I was saying about this first roster, this Wombo combo Ori Nocturne. This is really like UNF specialty, I'll say. It's their most practiced comp. It's the thing that they're best at. Once we see it, we're not seeing any of this ever again. So we're getting out a lot of really strong champs here. Um, and I would say that UNF had another strong team here. I think Predators just used their upper hand a bit better. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like if I had to guess, unfortunately, I would be a bit pessimistic and say that I think UNF's going to lose this one too. Not because I lack faith in UNF. I understand that the Predators are a very good team to be up against. A lot of the people in that team are very high ranking. They're very high skill, and UNF is kind of taking it one at a time. Like they've put a lot of time and effort into this team comp, but they put it in just this team comp. Which honestly, I think that's how you want to do it if you want to master things like that. If you want to master this Wombo Combo comp, you should only play this comp often and iron out the problems and get that out of there. And I think they they do have like a set of like five-ish comps that they like playing out, but I don't think they're as practiced as this one.
I
So
absolutely agree. I agree with the whole ironing out your best comp at this current moment, but I'm a little bit more so just trying to balance it all out. If you're super good with one, if you're super good with like this one comp, I wouldn't start going guns blazing with your immediate combat set. The first game sets the momentum of what's gonna happen. If you end up throwing that momentum in like the next game, then it's just not gonna be looking good the next like in the third game.
um
I love UNF for
yeah.
going their usual wombo combo at the very beginning, and I'm very confident that in the little comp going on right now. I also think that maybe in the future or so, I know they're still practicing on truly fleshing out their team right now. I'm hoping that we get another legendary comp like Oriana and Nocturne.
Yeah, I think going out guns blazing with your strongest comp really depends on what you expect from the other team. So like for example, let's say Predators had the same mentality that they wanted to go out guns blazing with the strongest comp first game. If you have both teams going up with their strongest comp, you're kind of knocking both of those out together and you're really identifying who's the best with that. And I feel like UNF UNF usually saves their wombo combo and doesn't go first game. I thought it was surprising that we saw it this early. They usually whip it out third game to kind of like end strong and end with something that they know well, because morale falls down as you lose and it gets later and you get tired.
Yeah.
So I think they were expecting Predators to come out with their strongest team comp at the beginning, and I'm not entirely sure if that's the case because I don't have much experience with the team comps that Team Predators plays with. But I trust UNF's ability to research that and decide that playing it first is a good idea. I do think doing that kind of leaves little room with like utilizing some of those strengths elsewhere.
Most definitely agreed upon.
Yeah.
I mean, question, you have a lot more experience knowing about UNF, and still trying to learn around. We just seen them whip out their a little bit strong combo and a decent team. Who do you think they might be playing for game three? Because I can't see it. Like
Honestly,
I have an
I'm
idea.
not entirely sure because they've got a lot of variety with their comps, and they played a very dive heavy comp the first time,
Oh
and
yeah.
it worked very well. They set up another dive heavy comp the second game, and it didn't work.
You think they
Um,
might go for another dive comp again? They maybe the
I
team didn't
think there's
really
a
have.
chance that they do. I think we might be seeing another dive comp, and they might be kind of like learning from how the second game went.
Definitely.
I think they might also just entirely 180 and go right, scrap that square one. Let's set up something new.
Yeah, let's go back to the basics. So a lot more neutral gameplay. Try to maybe take it a little bit slow. Try to slow down the game. Do a little bit more tanking. A little bit more hitting. A little bit
Yeah,
more like split pushing.
yeah. I know that UNF also really likes putting together pick comps. So we could be seeing a good pick comp here. Um, yeah. While we were doing all that yapping, the first three bans for both teams are exactly the same as they were for the other two games. So there's nothing really much to say there. Sokka Kaisa Galio from Predators and Garen Blitzcrank Talon from UNF. Oh, and that Xin Zhao gets through on the Predators. UNF has been banning the Xin Zhao second round of bans both games, but it seems like Predators really wants to build a team around the Xin Zhao, so they made sure to B1 him and get him in there.
Ooh, that's some crazy work. Like their Shinja must be really hype. Yeah, I can't wait to see this thing
Yeah, I
play.
mean, we saw the same thing with the second game where Predators banned out that Jinx and UNF made sure to pick it B2 and get it in there. And Jinx was very strong
Oh
in
yeah.
lane and in fights, but they just kind of fell apart with the way that their team kind of got positioned around, rather than Jinx or anybody individually really being a weakness.
Yeah, but the Pilgrims sort of push them away from each other, preventing Million from pumping his ult. Yeah, definitely can't do anything. Also, I can't see the thing. Can you screenshot it? I can't find it.
Oh yeah, I got you, man.
All right, thank you. I can't find it. I've been trying to figure this out for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so UNF picks the Elise and Yunara. Michael's Elise is very strong. I know that he's been playing
Oh yeah.
Elise a lot, and he's been whipping it out recently in scrims. So I'm glad to see it again.
Cool.
And Yunara is a bit of a new pick for them, since that's something that Exo King plays. We don't really see Yunara much in the team comp outside that. I mean, he is filling, so it's a standard to
True.
see that. And we see Predators responding with a Smolder Nautilus in the bot lane.
Nautilus is crazy. His movement needs to be studied. Hey, keep
Yeah.
an eye out for Nautilus crowd control.
No, Nautilus is super strong right now. He's being mad played in the jungle. He does way too much damage. Really good stuns. Really great peel. Especially into really bad squishies like Yunara and Elise with a lot of movement. It can help to kind of catch these people, chase them down. So
Keep a
they,
good eye on him.
yeah, it looks like they might be going for the same thing they went for that second game, which is kind of chasing down these squishy carries and shutting them down.
Ooh, it's the support, the enchanter.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing some buffs. We're gonna be seeing some buffs here today.
Yeah, I think Lulu's kind of a smart play to keep Yunara or Elise alive during a gank, especially into that bot lane that can just catch them so well. We have a lot of mobility in the bot lane here, actually.
Oh yeah, Renara, who I don't know much about. I do know she's pretty good. I heard. I do not heard
Yeah,
much about her.
Yunara's got a lot of stuff with like with her ult. She's got dashes. She sprints around a lot. She's got a slow to catch people, so
Oh,
she's very mobile, and and also
I
good at
guess
catching people.
I guess I know who I'm trying my next League of Legends game.
Yeah, and that's pretty good to match with the Smolder, who also has mobility. He can flower walls and dash away, and he can hit from pretty far. I think Yunara and Smolder have about the same range with with their longer ranged abilities. I mean,
I think if they keep Smolder from getting his own momentum, he won't be a huge late game monster that he's known as.
Yeah, I mean, with how quick these games have been going, I'm sure the game will be over shortly after we see his buff. Whether it's to UNF or to Predators, assuming that things go the same way. I
I
believe
am
the
one.
set ban and the J span are repeats, but the Sandra Mundo bans are new.
Interesting. I guess they don't want to deal with Dr. Mundo. Now, I'm willing to make a bet that we're going to see a long game tonight. I don't know. This might be up to an hour or two. I don't know why. I just got a feeling. Like the two games were quick and easy. Just simply, they just lost the momentum. It was gone just like that. Like that. I feel like this is going to be really just a neck on neck tie. I'm talking Drake and Drake. I'm talking constantly battling for objectives. Like
Yeah,
I know. I just.
I don't know about an hour, but I mean I would hope for UNF's sake that it's at least a bit of a longer game, even if they lose, so it's not as much of a sweep.
Victor. When they gonna when are they gonna put their mid laner against them?
Oh, that's
I thought.
Shaco. That's Shaco mid lane. The mid laner is a huge Shaco OTP.
Oh my goodness! So they love Shaco. Basically, they love Shaco mid laner.
Yeah, and I believe that's a Vladimir top.
Oh, ooh. They have not picked a top laner, so they got a good choice here. Here, let's
Yeah,
see if
the
they're gonna
huge
try
huge
to.
counter pick ability.
You guys thinking Darius? Oh, I'm trying to remember who Nick plays. It might be Nar.
I think we're gonna be Signar.
Yeah, I think Nar is the pick here. No,
Cho'Gath.
Shogas.
I love the Cho'Gath pick.
Hey, man.
Yeah, so it looks like this is a pick comp. It looks like we're going to be looking to get a pick with. It looks like we're going to have Cho'Gath frontlining and Victor Yunara kind of poking, letting Elise crawl up in the back, get a pick, and let that be kind of their window of entry for Yunara to kind of run in. Victor can stun people, Yunara can tear people down. So I think it kind of nailed it on predicting the pick comp here. And honestly, I think it's a good like slight shake up on what they've done with the two dive comps. I think shaking it up and seeing what's going to happen with this instead of repeating the same mistake is a good decision.
They got to be careful though. Like they're playing very squishy characters. Besides Cho'Gath, if any one of them even gets caught out or makes like even maybe a slight mistake, letting one of them escape, or even just get their distance from away from all that damage, then
Yeah.
uh, well, I like Picks here. I think it's got a decent squad so far. Oh, oh, it seems like they're going on a bathroom break right now.
Yeah, everyone keeps going on bathroom breaks on that team.
Oh,
Maybe
with the party.
UNF is just so intimidating that they all are trying not to pee themselves.
Yeah, super
Gotta
fun.
let it go between games.
Hey man, they gotta just gotta take a quick break. You really sweating over here. You gotta really got really too much pressure on them. So yeah, now let me.
I mean, I feel a bit like I need a bathroom break myself, honestly. But I think I can wait. I don't think it'll be too long of a night. Alright, and Jared has returned.
Yeah, now I'll be honest. I appreciate this spectator delay no longer being there.
I know, I thought it was kind of obnoxious that we had to wait 3 minutes, and then the scrims got held up because they'd have to wait 3 minutes on their end for us to be available for the drafting to start.
Crazy work. It's right, man. With updates like these pulling out, man, we might we might be seeing reworks to old rosters like Corgi. Or Shaco getting a visual design, bro. That'd be so cool, wouldn't it? It'd be cool.
I mean,
It'd be cool.
they occasionally rework people. They really do need to revisit some of those older champs.
Shaco does not look great, man. Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ. Playing these freezing on me right now. Oh my god, my computer lives. I was suffering yesterday trying to figure out why League wouldn't load. And anytime I click spectate, it's like, okay, what if I don't click spectate? Then League says, "I'm gonna kick you out." Then what? A beautiful day in the world of League of Legends. And why the shop? What?
We've got an AFK top laner on Team UNF.
he's moving.
Not a good look.
Oh, he's moving.
Oh, and look what's happening there. We have everyone rushing bot lane. They are going to catch the Zenara if they can. Oh, but they don't see her.
They are moving together like a unit. Look at that straight line with each other.
Yeah, they really want to get in there and invade that bot lane. So in return, Team UNF's going to also invade the top lane.
That's so funny. Now let's just pay each other. That's great. Oh, wait, we see some funny going between Zinja, Elise, Chaco, and I think Elise is gone. Elise gets burned and she's out of there. No, she might be able to escape.
Oh, and she just makes it out. Getting both the exhaust and the flash from the Shaco and the flash from the Shinjao and making it out alive is huge. And getting that first kill to Jack Frost, arguably the best person to give that kill to. Absolutely huge fumble from Predators. That was played very well by UNF getting out of there. I will say a little bit lucky, but also played well. That was very good, very strong. And he gets to start lane with a mana crystal. That's very nice.
Now we're back to the usual Tuesdays. But we do see Elise late on the jungle after that little fight. So
I mean, Shinjao too. He got killed after all. So it makes him even. And we see an early kill on the Nautilus in the bot lane with Lulu and Yunara just absolutely running him down. And he just accepted his death. He didn't even try to flash away. And doing a lot of poke on this Smolder too, kind of denying him farm early.
And you gotta save your flash, you know. He might want to be using it next time when he tries to go for.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with the assessment that I'm not so sure the flash would have saved his life. I think it's better they held on to it.
Mm-hmm. I just always gotta appreciate the top lane fights. I just love these things. But we see Shaco catch Lulu out, who's roaming in the jungle right now, but Victor comes to help get Shaco out of there. Lulu Lulu's able to escape.
I'm a little surprised Lulu got out of that. I know Shaco does insane damage.
But I think Victor being able to react in time definitely gave her the little white jab there.
Yeah, it definitely helped.
We're seeing a lot of fighting going on early game. Shaco gets his recall denied by Victor. We see a scuffle going on in the bot lane. Alex currently has Nala so the Adler. Nala's trying to kill Smolder, but Dusty steps in and Smolder gets the kill. They catch Lulu out, and she is out of there too. Man, that was just a position fight right there. And Zinzal's trying to go in for at least. Like, what is going on? Or he's trying to take her jungles and didn't know she was there. Zicho got to take heavy damage from Vladimir right now. I don't know, Vladimir seems to be. Cho'Gath just leaves. Oh. It's a lot of early fighting going on, and both the teams are about to have even goals, and they're 2-2. I'm telling you, this is the game. This is gonna be the game where this is gonna last an hour. It has to be.
We'll have to see. A Drake's coming up in 30 seconds. We see that Team Predators has a decent amount of vision down there, and we see UNF putting a lot of vision in the bushes. And Michael wants to run down to that bot and gank in preparation for that Drake.
Oh, yeah.
And in turn, Predator has their jungler topside, so they won't be able to respond to this gank, and they won't be able to...
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
Lulu emoting at the Nautilus just to
Running
troll
the
and
Nautilus.
catch him there is just evil. That
That's
is
messed up.
crazy work. Good bait, though. I mean, it worked.
I think both the teams are kind of cocky right now. I can't lie. Like they're all going in. They know they are very confident. I'm appreciating the energy in here.
My goodness.
But they heard to secure Drake. Yeah, they're gonna secure Drake with this one. Let's. The knowledge is bad.
Yeah, and with that pick on the Nautilus and with Xin Zhao still topside, this Drake's kind of free for UNF. And this is the third game in a row. Makes all the games that they get first Drake. So let's hope it continues on a good streak like the first game did, instead of like the second game where they kind of fell off there a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, what's going on in chat? It's like the little dots with the little A face.
Yeah.
Funny. I just think it's funny. Oh, see some action going on. You know, those are abilities, but oh,
Xin
these
Zhao
are
and
coming
Shaco are
down.
coming down.
They want him, but I think Inara's out of there after getting stunned by, I believe, Nautilus.
Yeah, Lulu gets out but doesn't manage to save the Yunara.
Yeah,
Extremely tough luck.
that's a shame. Is Victor not going to go for... Well, I thought Victor would go for... Oh, he does have enough damage for the first plating.
I mean, if it's not a cannon wave, getting plating this early is a bit difficult.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
she's slowly trying to go for Lulu, but maybe we get him out of there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Caitlyn is a beast with doing damage on these enchanters and really being surprisingly oppressive. A lot of people underestimate Caitlyn and kind of just walk up to her and get really just dominated by her sometimes, and it's quite frustrating. I've seen her do things like mid lane with Lulu before, and she'll beat people playing real mages. It's a bit demoralizing.
And mid lane Lulu's kind of crazy, you know. We gotta definitely is a guy to keep on Lulu, especially since she'll probably kill you before you even realize it.
Yeah, Lulu. A lot of the enchanters do a surprising amount of damage depending the way you build them.
Definitely.
And I mean, she was masters in support for a reason. So.
Nice. Gotta respect the support. Gotta respect the support.
I believe she's only diamond now, but I mean, playing enchanters is pretty difficult. And they've kind of been focusing on playing their scrims in their professional games more than ranked. So.
I was thinking that I think we're seeing currently Predators' whole squad is currently going for grubs, I believe, right now, as Elise is trying to find a way to get in and kill Smolder. Oh, I think they are going to succeed. Oh, wait, Small pops. So I think Elise flies out of there.
Yeah, well, while Predators is taking that Herald, they were going to try to compensate by trying to get those kills bot and maybe even sieging that turret, but they didn't really turn out getting a kill here. Oh, and Nautilus flashes and misses the hook, and Michael goes under tower to try to finish off the Smolder, and it just leaves him low.
Oh, let's see both of them guys. Nautilus is going to try to see if he can get something here. We see some fighting going on between Shaco, Zhao against Victor, but Zhao is currently applying insane pressure on Victor, who's trying to get out of there, but confirms a kill on Shaco, who tries to see if he can do anything. But is Zhao going to get the kill? Zhao gets the kill, but I don't think he's going to make it out of there alive. He dies sadly to the current.
Honestly, that's a win for Victor there. Getting the 2 kills doesn't even matter if he gets taken down. It's not like he's got a Dark Seal. It's not like he had a shutdown. And just setting the jungle back a little bit more. And
Definitely.
bot lane stayed, didn't die, was able to push that wave out. So they didn't even lose that much pile bot lane. Despite how some of
crazy,
these
man.
team fights are going, I can understand why there's only like a 400 gold disparity. UNF is doing a fantastic job mediating any of their losses.
Definitely.
Yeah, I see Nam in the chat repping the pride from a distance.
Crazy, dog.
I don't think you were here early, but UNF really swept that first game. I was so proud. They whipped out the Oriana, the Nocturne, and they just took every single objective, swept the whole game. We're looking optimistic with this game too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure with that first game, they both stepped up prideful with the team that they worked on, successfully straight up destroying the Predator. I don't think I need to word that differently. Destroying the Predator. Okay. See some.
Yeah, Michael really wants this Drake coming up in 20 seconds, and we finally see Xinjiao on the same side for the as I'm saying it, he's pathing top to go finish clearing top, so he will not be bot side for that Drake. And honestly, I think with 4 people bot, they're going to be getting the prio bot that they need to get that Drake. So
yeah,
I do think UNF's going to be getting this next Drake.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody gets caught out lacking stun and gets annihilated. He is out of there. You were right.
Yep.
Yunara does damage. She eliminated him.
Oh yeah, she does mad damage.
We see some action going on. Drake right now. It seems like Nautilus and Shaco just sort of around with Xin Zhao. I think they're coming up with a plan right now, but they back away from Drake.
They wanted to back up and pull the dragon out because they don't want Xinjiao to dash over the wall and win that smite fight unexpectedly. And it does scare Xinjiao away. He kind of gives up and starts pathing top.
Good call. Speaking of top, can we go back here? They've been fighting for a while.
Yeah. I mean, Nick is always behind the people he's against in terms of farm, but he tends to do a good job staying alive when he's being a bit more mindful with champs like Cho'Gath. As we see here, he has yet to die to Vlad. He's behind on farm, but he's doing a great job poking and doing his best with what he's got.
Good looks, but we see another exchange between Xin Zhao, Shaco, and Victor, but Victor comes out on top, scaring Xin Zhao away with low HP. However, Shaco is... Ooh, I think he's backing up too. Oh. Like I'm going for a little grub boy over there. Ooh.
Yeah, we see things kind of going back to normal, with just everybody going back to farming, going back to poking. We see Xinjiao, again, he's really interested in invading UNF. He was doing this the first game as well. He's very interested in invading. But he always just kind of gets Raptors and nothing else. But, I mean, it builds up over time. He is ahead on farm. And Yanara's going in here, getting both Lulu ult and her own ult to catch that Smolder. She barriers to tank the Smolder ult and just goes in on that Nautilus and absolutely destroys. Yeah, Yunara's power spike with her first item is absolutely massive in comparison to other ADCs. She just she starts off incredibly weak for how strong she is after first item. She can just kind of chase down whoever she wants and get all those kills. Very similar to Zeri, actually. Which,
Definitely.
yeah, that's what Nam is most comfortable playing when he plays with them. So this is a playstyle that UNF is familiar with. Yeah, Xinjiao comes in and ults and loses there too to the Yunara. And Shaco comes in and at least finishes him off too. So we're seeing just like the full team just kind of dying in bot lane here. And they're going to be sieging this bot turret and absolutely taking that.
Might be taking it. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Gone. Nasty start.
And that makes boots.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna appreciate. I do like the idea that just top lane gets to do his own thing while they're over here just sieging bot lane, just over here having back and forth sieges. But we see UNF with an insane lean 5 kills up on the board with a 4 gold lead. I think Unif has failed themselves. I think they're pretty confident what they're doing right now.
No, and as they should be, it's working. They are 3,000
Yeah.
gold ahead, 3,500.
Successful, you're right. But I'm still saying that this could end up being an Albert. I don't know. I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still sticking with my gamble. I will see the go back to the top lanes. Wait, they're fighting each other. I think.
Ooh, and Yunara just gets a smolder before he can get away, and is just absolutely melting this entire team here with Lulu doing her best to support the absolute hell out of this Yunara, saving her life on multiple occasions there. Getting, what was that, a 3K? Yeah.
Okay, I've been watching the top laners. Vladimir successfully secures the kill on Shogas, and then Vladimir then confirms at least who tries to kill a Vladimir that's low. But this man Vladimir would do burst damage without even a single, not even an inch of figuring out what even happened.
Yeah, honestly, Michael was really close to getting the Vladimir there. It's a bit sad it didn't turn out that way. And Vladimir's going to try to collect this top turret, but I really don't think he has the minions for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Shogas, I think he's going to be able to claim it, though. Because only Shogas will get there in time. Seeing a whole lot of pinging from UNF to go to Herald. Or Ward.
Yeah, they really want vision on that Herald.
Good calls.
And there, the bounty on the top turret is claimed.
Definitely. We got to keep an eye on Vladimir. Like, I know they've had their little back and forth going on in the top lane, but they got to keep an eye on Vladimir. Okay.
Absolutely.
But I think UNF is having an amazing start. But next time, I'm saying that it could happen. I'm saying it could happen. I'm just hopeful for it, actually. Let me see. You're saying. Drake has now appeared with UNF surrounding Drake, but it seems like Predators aiming to get Herald at this current moment. With the Cho guys who are just circling them. But they spread out. Oh yeah, they really want Herald. They're trying to go in. Oh, we're seeing a lot of. Oh, we got some engagement, but Predator gets the Herald though. But we see Yunara going in with her insane amount of damage, but we see Vladimir gets eliminated, shut down.
Vladimir does stall for the rest of his team to kind of run away to stop Yunara from kind of trickling and getting all of those kills. But she is just turret diving and getting the Nautilus and the Xinjiao. She is out for blood.
Oh, man.
And as she should be. Look at those numbers. 10, 2, and 3, 700 gold. That is almost the entire gold lead is in Yunara's pocket right now.
Jeffers lands his ability on Smolder, slowing him down, letting Yunara to do her damage, and she is out there. They're taking the top turn. This Yunara is a monster. Alongside Victor and Alulu, this is a dangerous squad to be around.
I mean, if this was my ranked game, I'd have F.
Definitely. Definitely. They gotta stop getting caught out like this. Like their gold lead is pretty. Predator can't be getting caught out by them. So
and Jack Frost perfectly bypassed that box like he knew it was there.
I'm still saying this still could be an hour game, You just gotta play smart. Just can't keep getting caught out by Yunara, because once you're out, you're gone, just like that.
Yeah.
Maybe some action with Nahlis running away from Lulu. This is funny, which is super funny now I'm thinking about it. But Yunara's in the back too, so it's fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a while for objectives. We've got another almost minute and a half for Otacon.
Yeah, we got time.
Let's check how many stacks Smolder has. I'm very interested. 146. Yeah, so we are still quite a ways away from Smolder having the Elder passive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, UNF is setting up the vision very nicely for Otacon on the bot side, and we do see Shinjo actually pathing bot, so he'll be down there. But UNF
Shaco's
has
and this
established more of a
on least.
presence here.
Shaco's on lease right now as Zenza goes in, but Elise just leaves and comes back, but gets confirmed by Yonara. And Jack Frost kills Shaco. Oh my goodness. Vladimir tries to go in, but there's a lot of HP with the tanky Cho'Gath in the front, looking to take as much damage he needs to for the team. And he gets caught out. He gets out of there too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're just seeing so much damage from the Yunara and from the Victor that if they keep trying to push through these choke points, they just kind of get taken out.
Yeah, especially with Cho'Gath now just into the fray, just acting sort of as like a tank in the middle, preventing from that damage from getting to Victor or at least Yonara.
Also, that silence. Any engage that they're looking to do, they just get silenced out of it.
That's crazy.
And forcing the flash off the Shinja. That is depressing.
That's he needed to do that. He would have. I understand the panic flash. He definitely might have died there, but oh man.
Yeah, so UNF still maintaining their insane presence in the river here. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
Predators
Second
trying to stick around, but I think they know that this is just kind of a lost objective. They're a little too weak. They don't have their full team there. There's not much they can do. They're still
they need time
kind
to
of
go back
hanging
and
around.
Oh, Shaco almost gets caught up by Victor, but he is out of there. Rick's still being summoned.
Yeah, I think they just waited too long to summon it. Oh no, Nautilus is taking it down mid, I see. Yeah, so
Smart.
Nautilus is
Try to get him
pushing
done.
mid while the rest of the team's trying to get some picks here. Maybe they're looking to steal the Drake. But I think UNF's going to take this Drake easily.
Yeah. Yeah, they can. They do way too much damage, but Yunara is low. Oh wait, Riptail is turning the corner back here. Nautilus is into the fray. We see a little bit of scuffle going on, but they're just too strong right now.
Yunara just does so much damage, and
Oh,
Victor.
dang.
They are just both
Wait, Yunara
way
gets
too
shut
fed.
down by Vladimir. Yeah, but Victor resigns to keep himself safe. Victor, Pentacle Victor. Oh man.
Would be nice, but
And at the end of the day, we got it. Victor needed to get out of there. It was a smart play. And Drake is claimed.
that was, I would say, if I was UNF, that was too close for comfort.
Definitely.
Even with the lead UNF had, that was close.
Yeah, they got the shutdown on Yonara, and they've lost 2 of their players so far. I know they were able to take out 3, but oh. The Jared champion. The chat is unhinged, I said. The chat is unhinged.
And they still have to go for Otacon.
They're definitely gonna keep their presence in bot lane known. Just letting them know that this ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, you definitely gotta keep a good eye on them. But it doesn't seem like Predators applying pressure down there.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like
they
they're
do it.
entirely disinterested in even trying for Otacon, and they're just going to be invading the top side jungle and stealing all that farm.
Oh yeah. But yeah, they definitely gotta find a way to get the gold back as they're definitely down there. They need to find a way to get there. And Smolder, I don't think he has his passive yet. The scaling. I can't find it. I'll look at some Smolder later. Is it teleporting to top to stop Shaco from pushing the turn? And Shaco just teleports out of there. What was okay? I knew Jacko had the execution sign on him, but his clone died, and then he died. Oh. This is actually going around top lane. Xin Zhao playing to his spacing capabilities. And he's not going in. But we see Vladimir take the bounty turn in the bot lane. Smolder gets caught out for a little bit, taking huge amounts of damage. Unf is currently getting the approach on Nahus right now, who gets polymorphed and is taking a huge amount of damage for Yunara, but Mike confirms the kill. Oh man, they're all 5 of Unf's seniors are together right now, and they're heading for Baron.
I mean, honestly, that was a really good pick.
Yeah, they got rid of Nautilus, who definitely is a crowd control menace, but they seem to be getting the pick on Xin Zhao. He's out of there by Victor. Vladimir tries to go in there and do his usual thing, but I think he's out of there too. He gets stunned by, I believe, Cho'Gath, followed by Lulu's little polymorph ability. She uses her R to keep herself alive too. Oh, this Baron is there.
Yeah, this is exactly how the first game went. So I'm expecting everyone to recall, and we're going to be seeing a double push, maybe mid, and I want to say bot, since bot has the weaker turret, and bot's got elder side.
I've noticed a lot of people tend to push mid immediately to end the game.
Yeah, UNF tends to play a bit safer, a bit more defensively. I think they see just full pushing mid as an easy way to, like, have that risk be exploited and a comeback happens. I think if they play safe and take it easy with the Baron, it's safer for maintaining their lead. But if they play too safe, then they have trouble ending the game. It's a tough balance to strike.
Well, Lily gets caught up by Nocturne, but I don't think she's going to be taken out. Ooh,
no, the rest of the team's here, and they're chasing down the correct Shaco. They polymorph that Nautilus. Vlad comes in to try to do some damage, and Smolder's passive shuts down the Victor, leading to Vladimir getting the Lulu, also a shutdown. We're seeing a lot of flashes coming out, with Yunara still doing a lot of damage. Start trying to kite as best as possible. Man, that Smolder passive.
Oh, we see another one?
And I think at least flashing in was a mistake there. That Smolder passive just does way too much damage. What? Every single shutdown, almost all of them went to Smolder. My goodness.
With a hint of Vladimir, he was there too. Man. I knew Smolder would be would be that monster that you want to keep an eye out towards, like towards the ending of the game. But man, he showed that his passive just demolished Team UNF.
Oh yeah, Smolder is something to be extremely afraid of the moment he gets his passive, which usually happens around 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been farming his little heart out, trying to get the passive as soon as possible, and for good reason.
Definitely.
And now in 15 seconds, we're going to be seeing the fight for Elder, which, seeing how that fight went mid, I don't know how I feel about this. For UNF, I mean. I feel like if they don't play this right, that it could fall apart the same way it just did.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
oh wait, they're
Predators,
trying to get Smolder out of there.
Yeah, she's way too mobile, though. I was going to say, Predators are down a lot of sums that UNF... Honestly, UNF is down a lot of sums, too. Concerning amount, actually.
Right now, this gets caught out and gets stunned, but I think he's flashing out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, we see Smolder engaging with Elise right now. We see a little bit of team fight going.
Yeah, we see the team getting split in half here. We see some Zonias popping to try to save him. We see Predators getting kills on their biggest problems, Victor and Yunara. And with that, Lulu, Elise, and Cho'Gath are just forced to run away, and they do catch out to Cho'Gath. So this Elder
Oh,
Drake
Ronnie's
is
trying to
pretty
kill
much
Lulu right
free
now. I just keep battling.
for the Predators here.
Oh my, this just what a turn of events right here. Predator was definitely down via kills and gold, but like that one team game and Smolder building up his passive definitely shifted in their direction. It's an Elder is taken by Predator. My goodness. I'm gonna go back to my theory. This might be an hour game. I'm going back to it. But on ooh.
I don't know. Predators closed their lead and went 3,000 gold ahead in just mere minutes. I
I
feel
think
like with Smolder, they are just gonna start stomping.
definitely. I think Yuna's playstyle being very defensive is really good, maybe early game to mid game, but once you realize that once their defensive play started like going on for a little way longer, I believe this has led to just Smolder being able to just build himself up and being able to demolish the team. But it's still not over yet. To me, this. While the kills will be ignored for now, this is an even game. They just have to play smart. Keep an eye on Smolder while they keep an eye on Yunawa and Victor. What's happening? Like camera's going crazy right now. What?
Yeah, just trying to catch all the action. We see the entirety of Predators just kind of taking all of the topside jungle, and all 5 of them are present mid. They definitely just want to siege this mid turret and
Definitely.
just apply pressure.
Oh, they got to be careful. That turret is putting damage on them. And
Honestly, I don't
Nautilus is
know what was
ahead of
going on
them.
with that Nautilus' positioning. That was kind of crazy. I don't know what he's
Ooh, but
doing up there.
Smolder almost gets caught up by Victor, but I think Vladimir is escaping. Vladimir gets a kill on Victor. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Elder Drake does wonders.
Oh goodness. I mean, eye for an eye. Nautilus kind of just threw himself out there, and Victor tried his best to really try to get a kill on one of them, but he gets put down.
Yeah.
But I believe this turn is out of there. There it goes. There goes the inhibited. There goes the lower inhibitor turret. Oh, there goes the red inhibitor in the mid lane.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they're
that's I
definitely
think
trying
that's
to.
all they wanted because it's a very common strat to push mid to the inhibitor right before Baron and then kind of head Baron too, and I think that's exactly what they're doing.
I begin. Ooh, I like how they're just chilling in a bush, all 4 of them together, waiting, anticipating. Just they know what they and then shackles off. Oh,
I mean, catching the Elise is really good motivation. Michael's got 12 stacks on a Magi's with her.
he definitely. If Michael's gone, then he is losing those stacks. Shackle throws himself out there, but he will be able to escape. But Motor pops ult.
Yeah,
I don't know about that one. That might have been a little too early.
I agree.
But we see
Yeah,
now. We
UNF kind
see
of starts the
UNF.
Baron here. They feel a bit confident about their positioning, and honestly, I would too.
Definitely, we got Cho'Gath covering a little area right there, so we try to go in like we did with Cho'Gath. He's keeping an eye on him, but Vladimir goes in. He's trying to get a pick off of. They believe Victor or Yanara, but he leaves. But Knowledge is in the middle. See a lot going on right here. Resurrection for I believe Yanara, but you then see there's a lot going on. A lot of ult being thrown. A lot of people backing forth, but Valley UNF gets the kill on Predator with Smolder coming in the last minute to put Yanaro down.
Somehow that fight was surprisingly even. They both took out 2 people and just kind of left while they were weak. But Smolder is running around trying to catch anybody out. Fortunately, everyone makes it out.
Yeah, they all leave. They got to get out of there. But you see right now the main turret kind of getting on right now. Now that block is catching crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's why you push inhib when you're having a big fight at Baron, because when everyone's busy, your minions are pushing and winning the game.
Yeah, with mid lane open up, they got to make sure that they come back to the base to make sure the minions doesn't just claim the game for Predator. And UNF's got a lot they have to deal with right now. see a lot of team in the top lane right now. They really, really, both teams are fiending for the Baron right now. But we might be seeing something go off soon. Oh, at least Suns Shaco.
You're seeing a bit of poking happening mid. Now we do have an Elder coming up in 30 seconds, and both of them are immensely more interested in that Elder, and that makes sense. I feel like if UNF can secure this Elder, that's kind of a really good way to try to combat that Smolder passive.
Definitely. But they got to be careful.
Absolutely. That's why they're trying to poke out. They're trying to get a little damage in, see if they can posture at all.
Definitely close, but Nocturne throws himself out there. He is out of there. Victor getting the kill. R from Smolder, but it doesn't hit anyone. Shaco's in the middle of the place, gets eliminated by Yanara. Because oh man, Predator has two other people down with Vladimir. I believe he's looking to try to take out. I think, but this out added by Yanara. It ain't looking good as Yanara gets taken out by Smolder, but that is ace.
UNF played that perfectly, splitting the team in half, letting Yunara just focus all their attention on the right person it needed to be focused on to absolutely just shred that team down and prevent them from having any strength. Even though she ended up falling at the end, she took everyone down with her. And they are just full pushing bot lane, hoping to take as much as possible.
Definitely. That was the thing, or is it? I was just standing there as the one man. Is he gonna try to? Let's see if it's stall. Let's see if he can stall until his team gets here. Yeah, Shaco.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think UNF should be backing here since the teams are gonna be up. They do need Yunara for that Elder, and I think that's kind of what they were stalling for, on top of just pushing to get that prio.
Awesome. I'm telling you, right there, this game being an hour is looking very strong at this current moment. See the whole entire team recalling with the loot. Ooh. I think I let them take Elder. Oh wait, no, Yanara's coming.
I don't know. It looks like Predators is gonna get Elder here.
No, it doesn't seem like. They seem like they're playing safe. It's like they know they're gonna be on their way back down here. Oh, we see a fight happening in the UNF jungle.
Yeah, Predators are kind of split up, trying to collapse on UNF and split them up, but honestly, they're just splitting themselves up again, allowing for the fight to go the same way it went last time, with Yunara just shredding everybody one by one and just obliterating them all.
Oh my goodness, bro. Hey.
And they are just TPing into base to end.
Oh yeah,
exactly as they should. It is over.
Yeah, as one person has said before, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
True. Truly.
Man, I'm hoping it's being our game, but UNF pulls it up. It was looking kind of crazy with Smolder getting stacks off and getting a pretty good gold lead on UNF, but now this is just
now they're BMing. Now they're BMing.
No reason to do this. Come on, guys. Let's rage quit.
Man, great game from UNF, securing that final game there, ending 2-1 against Predators. That was honestly way closer than I thought it was going to be. That was really surprising to me.
I'm so upset about my 1 hour little game lead. I was hoping for it, but I'm just kind of glad it was at least. I'm just kind of glad that the game was kind of even. Definitely teams going back and forth over who has the momentum, but UNF comes up top with your little Yanara Victor combo.
Oh yeah. I was really worried that the Smolder scaling there was going to be the end of it all, especially the way that they won team fight after team fight. But UNF just recollected themselves. They played it smart that one game, and they took it back, and they finished it, and it was over.
Yeah, like you said earlier, when they were in the team fight, they ended up doing the same way. They started splitting the team apart, keeping them from being able to work together. I believe that was the key to the victory.
Absolutely.
Keeping Predator from being together. And it definitely
Absolutely.
allowed to just sort of just throw them off and just sort of just eliminate them off the map. That was a good. That was a good match right there. I'm on my seat right now. That was good.
Yeah, these games were
And
exciting.
close.
I normally they're more one sided than this. Either way, whether UNF sweeps or not, but that was exciting. That it was 50-50. That UNF sweeped, Predators sweeped, and then it was kind of even. I was on my seat, the edge of my
Like
seat.
back. It was like sweep and then another sweep and it was like a back and forth like sweep like during the whole game. Like the first round, UNF was definitely having an insane momentum charge. All right, but then towards like the middle game, and Predators started sweeping them, and then towards the end, UNF made this. They sort of just figured out their plan and started sweeping them back up.
Yeah,
It's like
those games are truly something to see.
this is amazing. I love it.
Oh
That was
yeah.
awesome. That was good.
Well, I've got to go over there. We've got an interview lined up. Thank you so much, Key, for coming in and subbing
Yeah.
for Finn, and thank you, of course, Finn, for commentating that first game despite being sick. Um, get well soon to both him and Nam. Um, yeah. So you have a good night, Key, and I'll be
I.
heading over to the interview.
All right, guys. Good luck with your interview. Bye. Bye. Have a great time.
Peace, man. Good night.
Peace.
Michael, those games.
Yes.
What a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of trash talk happening before,
Oh, yeah.
after, during. Yeah, it's fun.
No, I can imagine because I was just saying to Key, I think it was particularly a particularly exciting set of scrims that you guys swept the first game, then they kind of stomped you guys the second one, and the third one was so flip flop. Like I did not know who was going to be winning that third game.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, after getting stomped that second game, what were you guys thinking with the team comp on that third game? Like, what was kind of the logic there? I'm really curious. Not that I think the
Yeah,
team
so-
comp was bad or anything. I just, I want a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
insight.
I got a shout out. So I don't. Not everyone knows this, but I've been taking a step back in the leadership role. And I've kind of let Tyler started filling that. Not that I'm like going anywhere anytime soon, but like just trying to encourage everyone else to be a leader and step up. And so Tyler handled all of our drafts today. Super
Really?
proud of him. Yeah, ton of great work. Obviously, we all have input, insight.
Of course.
And normally, since I do them, I put into. I think game 3. Anti-dive was like the biggest deal. I mean, I think even us, like when we have like a lot of confidence in one sort of play style with like our dive with Nocturne Ori, like we tend to try to play around things like that. And so, we saw that they had a lot of success with dive game 2. Like Elise can't be dove, right? Like you just jump in the air. If Yunara has a Lulu, can't be dove. Victor W, Cho'Gath Silence. Like there's a lot of anti-dive elements there that we kind of knew that they would play like pseudo dive. And when they locked Nautilus, it was just kind of a given. Like Nautilus is in, like it was like okay, like we get it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so you guys did a great job, like, reacting to exactly what got you guys stomped in that second game. And, yeah, I mean, we talk about it almost every time when we see you guys roll out the Ori Nautilus, that it's kind of like, it is your staple at this point. It is the team comp that you guys practice. You always roll it out and stomp with it. And I imagine you guys feel pretty freaking proud about that. Yeah, I mean, how did you guys feel that your first game went so well, but the second game kind of went with the complete opposite?
I mean, the thing is, like, when we play Ori Knock, and I don't want to sound cocky, but, like, we've played against teams with GMs, with challengers, and, like, it's reliable. I'll say that. Like, even if we don't win against the highest level of teams, we compete with them in a major way when we play Ori Knock, and it's by far our strongest comp. I'm surprised they didn't ban it, but
Me
I
too,
think,
actually.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I felt like we knew game 1 kind of that we were gonna win. I mean, they just didn't pick anything anti-dive, and so except for the Morgue, but like the Morgue was not doing a lot for them. So like, I think after game 1 we felt great. Game 2 was like rough, obviously. But I thought we felt good even all the games. I mean, we just knew game 2 was like an adjustment game. So I hope that answers your question. So.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Because I more wonder on a more morale level, because I know it can be, it might be really like demoralizing to win so hard the first game and then lose so hard the second game and wonder, oh man, we fumbled it. Maybe this is the only team we're good at. But I think you guys always do a really good job keeping morale. And I mean, speaking of the second game, which is kind of the one I want to focus on here, since it's the only one you guys lost. You guys did adjust really well for the third game, but what's like the main thing you guys think you're kind of going to take away from that game to improve on for future scrims?
I mean, game 2. You know, Ivan's their strongest player. I mean, he plays jungle, and we were cognizant of that. Though I don't think we were ever really worried about it. I mean, I think the biggest takeaway, is just play like a team. I mean, I think that we generally do that pretty well. I think it eluded us a little bit game 1 just because we lost early fights that put us like really far behind. But I think, like in general, I think we just needed to play as a team, group a little better, and I think those are the kind of things that we'll take away. Because even game 3, I think it's pretty visible. Like we would readjust like kind of our positioning a lot to make sure we were playing distinctly with one another, and I think that really worked. And so I think that'll probably be something we carry forward.
Yeah, we noticed that the team fights you lost were the ones that you guys got split in half, and the team fights you won were the ones where you did the opposite and you stayed grouped and you let them try to surround you, and it just would not work.
Yeah.
Because of how anti-dive you guys are. So you guys definitely played that like really intelligently. And since you mentioned it that you let Tyler take more of a leadership role, how do you feel he's doing? How do you think he did today?
Yeah, this is going to be a longer answer, and I'm sorry that I'm going to take more of your time.
No, go ahead. I'm asking all the questions I can think of to give you all the room to talk.
Yeah, I didn't even expect to do the interview today. It's not something that I typically do, but like I said, Tyler's in a leadership position, and he wanted me to do it. You know, I'm graduating soon, and whether I'm with the team next semester or not has been a little ambiguous, you know, figuring out life, graduation. I think a lot of us go through it, and we're starting to figure it out. I love the team, like, more than anyone. I love all of this, like, so immensely. I'm really proud of the team. I think Tyler's stepping up in a leadership role in a large way. I think we saw it last Scrim is kind of when it really, really stuck out. I think his comms were just really good. This game, too. And obviously everything takes work. I think Nick has really stepped up and built his confidence in his role, and I feel like that he is now more confident to say, no, I don't think this is a good matchup, you know, just like kind of giving input. Caitlin's always been a staple, always a leader of the team, always commendable. You know, just really like, I think me and Caitlin bounce off one another really well during the games, and I think Tyler's starting to do that, like, additionally. So really proud of them. And then we had David today. Normally, I would say Nam, even from the get-go, is, like, stepping up. Like, I think he's maybe a little harder on himself than he should be, but I think that's true for all of us. But Nam, like, from day one, has been willing to take accountability for everything he does in the win and the loss. And, you know, I think everyone's doing that and doing it and playing at a high level while they're doing it. So I think I'm really just proud of Tyler, and I'm proud of Caitlin and Nick and Nam. And I couldn't, honestly, at the end of the day, like, to be surrounded by these people is, like, so immensely meaningful. And you guys, like the commentary team and everyone too, is, like, just such an important thing for me, and, like, has changed my life in, like, amazing ways. So I'm just proud of everyone, honestly, like, it's Tyler included, and especially so.
I'm glad you think so, and honestly, I'm really proud of everyone on the team whenever I watch the scrims, because I've watched you guys get better over the weeks, and it's like I'm watching my little Sims, like, get smarter in these little simulations. And I'm glad you touched on David, because I did want to ask how you felt David kind of meshed with the team. I feel like every time we have a sub, we ask the person we're interviewing how they felt about the sub, how they meshed with the team. Because I know it can be a little weird to kind of throw someone new into, like, a group that's already got established dynamics. So how do you feel David did with kind of, like, adjusting to how you guys are already familiar and playing?
David's a pro, man. He graduated, or is rather attended a UNF previously. He used to play ADC for the team. Has a lot of insight. I thought he brought a lot of valuable insight today. His comms were good. I mean, David's not afraid to speak his mind, which I really like. I think that's really important. You know, I think he provided a lot of direction today too, and sort of some of the things we were doing or tried to do. And I think that he helped rally back game 2 as well, in addition to some other people on the team, obviously. I think David is an exceptional player. I would be happy to have David sub at any point. I mean, I've played with him before. He's been on teams that I've run. He's been on the UNF team before I was even here. So David's just a pro, and I love David, and I'm so grateful that he subbed for us today. He works really well with us.
It's really fortunate you can rely on a familiar face for stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I asked the main things I was thinking of, but I do want to leave the floor to you if you have anything in particular you want to say about any of the games or any comments you'd like to make.
Yeah, I would. I'd love to. This game is especially important for me. I think for obvious reasons. We had a couple people who left the team and start their own team, and tried to get one back on us today. Didn't pan out. Losing looks good on them, I'd say. Winning looks good on us, generally speaking. So I think we'll keep wearing it. We've played so much and done so much this season. I'm so proud about Sea-Law, Gatorland, from top to bottom. Like, this team has just grown in such immense ways. And whether I'm with the team or not in the spring, or whatever that looks like, whether I'm still a player or I'm coaching or doing something else, or maybe commentating with you guys, whatever that looks like, if I attend UNF or not, I think that this team is really going to go places. I think this, I'm happy to be a part of the beginning of what I think will be great. I think we have PLC this month, and there's a real chance we win the whole thing. We have a tournament in December. There's a real chance we win the whole thing. I'm just so proud of like all the work we put in. Like, these people put in long hours, and so do you guys, and you guys get it. I think it's like hard to step away sometimes from your friends and family in order to have these sorts of obligations as much as we do.
Yeah.
And to be positive and grow in the ways that are meaningful, just like means so much. And the respect that they have for me and the trust that they've put into me as officer and a leader of the team is like, I just couldn't ask for a better group of human beings, and I love the team and everyone on it so much. So I'm so happy that we get to do this.
Yeah, and like I was saying, we've watched you guys grow over the scrims, and I'll say we can see the effort coming through. We can really see it, and I think it really is going to be something. And good luck with those tournaments you're mentioning with the PLC, the one in December. We know you guys are going to go far at the very least.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, great job on the games tonight. Yeah, thank you for sitting down for this interview and all the kind words about everyone involved.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you have a good night.
You too.
And thank you guys, everyone who's stuck by and kind of watched the stream and watched the games happen. Thank you so much for supporting the UNF team. Scrims every Monday, Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. Check in whenever just to support us. And you guys have a good night as well.